me right there. I tried to get. Oh, there go. Turned up. Hey, turned up. You heard?
Yeah. Once again, this song, this big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. And let's call it what it is. We wanted to see Mikal play. He didn't play. I guess they saving it because it's three back to back games. They play every day for 3 days in a row. And I imagine they let Mikal, you know what I'm saying, get a lot of the shine. You know what I'm saying, in that second or third game. But I was impressed with Egor. Let's call it what it is. Egor looked like he did well in the offseason. He scored 23 today. Happy 4th, Devon NYC. Salute, Bill Johnson. Shout to Player One. Shout to Harlem, 1967. A Cuff looked good. I'm not gonna lie to you. He could play. He's a baller. If I would have had A Cuff, I would have been happy. I ain't even going front. But we got Mikal Brown Jr. I'm looking forward to seeing him. I wanted to see the matchup. I had it in the thumbnail for the pre-cap yesterday. I thought they was gonna let that happen. It was number 6 pick, number 7th pick. And you know what I mean? They decided to not let him play for whatever reason. I didn't see Joshua Jefferson out there neither. Maybe he's gonna play with Mikal Brown Jr. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. With that being said, I was impressed with Egor, man. Seriously. I was really impressed with Egor. He could hoop. He really could hoop. Like he's really taking the next step, going to the next level, showing a leap in what's going on, you know what I mean? And his game. And I'm impressed. I ain't even offending a lot of you. I thought he shot at a high efficiency. I thought he just played the all around good game. I ain't even gonna lie. Hold on, let me pull up the stats for y'all. And he looked like he getting downhill too. Bro, that's all I could ask for. That's all I was asking for. And it was a left hand lay me too. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that. I'm gonna need to see more of that. I'm gonna need to see that on a regular basis. That's a fact. I'm gonna need to see Egor playing like that at a regular basis. Is Egor a 20-point scorer on a regular basis? His shot looked fine. You know what I'm saying? His shot looked fine. There was some good play from Ben Saraf, I thought too. I thought Ben Saraf played well too. Oh, why they ain't got the stats here? Let me see. Oh, they ain't got what's up with the stats? The stats is wilding. I'm gonna show it to y'all. But the stats is wilding. I don't know why the stats look like that. Shout to Money Mike. Shout to Riffs 793. Shout to Apartment Gamers and more. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, no stats. There's no stats. Like I pulled up the stats. They got the final score, right? They got Tyler Bilodeau with 24 minutes. 9 points, 4 for 6. I liked his game. I liked the way he could score. He was kind of getting some rebounds too. I liked his game. I thought Ben Saraf played well, but Ben Saraf, you're gonna get what you get from Ben Saraf. So he didn't have like this super duper incredible game, but I like how he gets downhill. He always finds his way to the rim. You know what I'm saying? He always finds his way to the rim. He seems he could get to that paint, and he not scared to get to the paint. All right, I found the stats, y'all. Let me pull them up right now. Shout out to Players for Keeps. He said, "What up, Breezy? I love Egor aggressiveness this game, starting to make it. That's a fact, bro. We really gotta have a conversation about Egor Dëmin because this is why it's good to watch players develop and just pay attention to what changes about their game. And I'm not gonna hold you, man. Egor looking like somebody that is gonna take a leap this next year. I wanted to see Danny Wolf play too, but I think he's gonna play. I think he's gonna play. So let's look at the points. Here we go. You got Egor Dëmin with 23 points. He was 14 in a plus minus, plus 14. He had 1 assist. He had 7 rebounds. What I told you, look, he had 7 defensive rebounds. I told you he's gonna be a defensive rebounding guard. He's 6'8", man. He put on the weight. He was 2 for 8 from the 3-point line, but he shot well for the field. He had 6 field goals. You know what I mean? Well, he was 6 for 7 from the field. So he's 6 for 7 from 2-pointers, and he hit what 2 3-pointers, 6 2-pointers. He was open. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Excuse me. 23 minutes. So he's giving us 23 points in 23 minutes. I like what I see. Chaney Johnson, I think he got to get it together. Drake Powell, 0 for 9. Yo, y'all know I got love for Python, but I just think he might have missed on Drake Powell, man. Drake Powell is, man, I gotta say he need to get to the G League. He need to develop more. And it's so important that Drake Powell takes the next step because he will be the backup 2 guard. We don't have no backup 2 guard. We got Drake Powell and Terrence Mann. Shout to yo Notorious. I'm gonna send you the link to your Twitter. Or I'm gonna start sending the link to the members first. Everybody could join the panel. Like I said, but I want the members to have privilege so they could talk. They talk first. But that's it. That's all it is. But yeah, man, Egor really impressed me tonight. And on top of that, I think he his confidence is different now. His confidence is way different now. Facts. He really feel like he could do something now. I ain't gonna hold you. He definitely somebody that took advantage of an early off season. He did. No, seriously, he did. He doing everything he supposed to be doing. I ain't even gonna lie. That's a fact, yo. Word. Let's see. All right, I sent Joey the panel, so y'all gonna definitely see Joey soon. Yo, Notorious, what up, man?
What's good, bro?
Yo, Egor looking good out there, man. What you think
Yeah,
about?
man. Listen, I can listen. Diego looking real good, man. He looked strong. He looked poised. He looked more confident in his dribble. I was really impressed. He looked real good.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was disappointed to see Mikael Brown Jr. didn't play today, though. How you felt about that?
Yeah, man. I was real disappointed. You know, it messed up my 4th of July, man. Like, how would the Brooklyn Nets not play him, bro, in this game? Like, come on. Like, what are y'all
Right,
doing? Like, if
right.
this the game y'all play him in, y'all sit him for the next game. This is the game y'all supposed to play him in. Like, come on now.
Facts.
Y'all
Facts.
would not play him in the game he got to play against the Cuff. Like, damn.
Yeah, I thought that was. I understand the logic behind that. Everybody anticipated the matchup. The NBA set it up for it to be game one. It was obvious to play Mikael Brown Jr. You know what I mean? For the my net fan life of me, I don't know why they didn't
Yeah,
play.
because they always got to be different, bro. It's annoying.
It
Like,
is.
come on now.
That was so simple, easy to please the fans. The fans would have been happy. We would have seen Mikael Brown Jr. versus Darius Acuff Jr. And I wanted to see how
Well,
they
clearly
feel
they
every
don't care
time.
about the fan experience. So, I mean,
Fact,
common sense would be like, hey, we want to see Mikael Brown Jr., especially in the first game against the Cuff, you know?
right? I mean, I think ultimately that Mikael Brown Jr. is a competitor. I don't think he ducked the smoke. I think they intentionally held him out. I know he probably was like, and I looked at the history. They've been battling since high school. You know what I'm saying? Like they know each other. They know exactly who each other is. And now they on the biggest stage. And I guess we gotta wait to the preseason or the regular season. But yeah, that was one thing that I was looking for that didn't happen. But I thought Egor, he made me feel like him and Mikael Brown Jr. next to each other is gonna be something to see. That's what I
Yeah,
was looking.
yeah, for sure. I mean, you could tell they know each other well. They knew each other since high school. They've been playing against each other. When the game was over, Mikal was chopping it up with a couple.
Oh,
So,
I didn't even see that part.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, he was there. He was.
Who? Yeah, he was on the bench.
That's crazy, bro. That make it even wilder. That make it even wilder, yo. They gotta let that happen, man. I want to see that happen. They can't, prevent that. What you
Yeah,
think
well, the
about Ben
Nets being
Surratt?
the Nets, man.
Yeah, what you think about Ben Surratt game? I'm on the
I
fence
think
with his team, man.
Yeah, I've been sold my stock on Brody. Brody not an NBA player, man. Get him out of here. Listen, he
Mhm.
is bad. The thing is, I know you talk about his paint touches and everything, but
Yeah,
here's the thing: when he gets to the paint and he gets to the rack, it's like he's stuck. He don't know what to do when he get there. You feel me? He can't. He
yeah,
don't really got no good layup package. He don't got no
right.
bag. He can't really take off on anybody. So it's
Mhm.
like once he get there, he got no moves or no real athleticism to get anything off.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I think we got. See, this is my thing, right? We know who the starters are, but we need a bench. So my thing is, we got Nolan Traore. I don't know how much we're gonna need Ben Saraf. If he don't have a good um summer league and preseason, I'm kind of. I mean, we got Keon Ellis. Like our point guard depth chart is probably the deepest out of the whole roster. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how long Ben Saraf could stick around if he don't show that he could. You know what I mean? Like you said, stay in the league. He's gonna have to do more. And he's getting the opportunities. 10 shots, 4 for 10. He got to do more than that. What he had assist wise, he had one assist and 2 turnovers. You're a second year player. You got to do better than that. You know what I'm saying? So I
Listen,
think, yeah,
and people, and I know people keep saying, "Oh, like they're young," and we get that, but we want to see some kind of progression, man. Like when I played today, I saw progression. I seen this in Drake Powell from last year today, and they're playing against guys who are undrafted and a bunch of G leaguers. You guys
right.
already done played in the NBA to have a step up. You feel me? And on top
Facts.
of that, you just went through the off season.
Yeah.
So what did you get better at? I mean, I know it. I just don't see it. I think
No, I agree.
what's his name? Ben Seraph is going to play himself out of the rotation,
Yep.
and he's going to play himself out of the NBA, bro. He's going to be in the G League. He's going to be somewhere overseas. I just don't see this guy being an NBA player. He does nothing well. Nothing.
Right. Right. He don't stand out in
And,
any particular
and
area.
the thing with Drake, I think Drake has on the tools. Like he has the athleticism. He has the, you know what I mean. But he, his body in him
He be looking
ain't on the same
discombobulated out there.
page.
You know
I
what I
don't know.
mean? No, seriously, he be looking discombobulated
Yeah,
out
like
there. Like, I got the ball. I'm gonna dribble the ball. I'm gonna dribble it, and I'm gonna what? Still, like as soon as he looked like he
Breezy.
about to
I
shoot
don't
the
think I
ball,
seen the man hit one. I don't think I seen him hit one 3-pointer today. I could have swore he shot at least
he was 0 for
9 threes.
9.
He ain't hit one of them.
He was 0 for 9. He was 0 for 5
Hey,
behind the 3-point line. He missed everything.
I mean, he
Like this
couldn't get to
is
the cup.
nope.
He turning the ball over. He looked like a high school player out there, man.
And he looked like he put on some
But
weight, some muscle here in the off season, but skill wise, he need work. He need work.
yeah, he
Serious.
do. He
And
do.
he
He still
wasn't. He
wise
was it.
because he
How did you?
passed that.
What do you think about his defense? Like, would you think he guarded A cuff the right way? How
Oh,
you
now
feel
I
about
will
that?
say that. I'm glad you brought that up. Now his
Yeah,
defense was great. His defense
yeah,
was stout. I'm gonna give him that. That was a
right.
positive from him today. And you know what? I'll feel bad if I didn't give him that positive because he did play good defense for
He
sure.
did, but
He was
0
he
for
was he
9 ain't
was
gonna
on the
keep you in
cuff.
the league. Yeah, he did, but
No, it's
0 for 9
not, bro.
ain't gonna keep you on the floor, and it's not gonna keep you in the league.
So
Like
I
that.
think his ceiling might be a 3-and-D guy, but he gonna have to improve on his shooting.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. No, I
You know what I'm
agree,
saying?
bro. At the end of the day, I just think that it's his spot. Like it would be it's so important for him to be the second string two guard that if he is, this team becomes much better because of the depth. Like if you got Egor and Mikal starting, that's great. If you got Keon Ellis or Nolan Traore coming behind a Mikal Brown Jr., that is great. If you got Drake Powell, bro, hit half these shots, man. If he was 4 for 9 or 5 for 9, that would be incredible. You know what I'm saying? Because his defense does say I belong in the NBA.
Right,
It's the
exactly. Like
offense
I said,
makes you feel
he
like,
got all
God
the tools.
damn.
He got the athleticism. He got all the physical guard you know what I mean, things as far as
Right.
like, the body, the height, the length, the athleticism, the speed. He just I mean, but the skill ain't there yet, like you said.
Nah.
The skill and the IQ ain't there.
Yeah. I think he gonna have to go to G League. I don't see Drake Powell. So let's call it what it is. Right now it looked like we missed on Ben Sarab, Drake Powell. It looked like we hit on Jaeger Nolan and Danny Wolf. You agree
Yep,
with that?
yep. That's a fact. Somebody said that earlier on I think Leaf said that, or somebody said that on Scott's show earlier.
Shout out
Yep,
to
they said
shout
that
out to
same
Scott.
shit.
So what you think about Sean Marks and getting 3 good players out of 5 in last year's draft?
Hey man, 3 out of 5 ain't bad. That's a positive. If you ask me, 3 out of 5 right now ain't bad. I just want to switch to before I forget. I think that boy Tyler gonna be something for us, man. Tyler Bullado. I think he gonna be high.
All right,
We
but no,
calling
all
it
right, so
now.
so yeah. What's your thoughts on him? Because I see he looked like he got some squabbles.
I
He got some
like him.
squabbles.
He's scrappy. The thing is, he's scrappy and he can shoot and he can play through contact. See, that's what I like. I like players who can play through contact. That means they ain't gonna get roughed up and get their feathers ruffled quick. You feel me? Like
Nah, that's a fact.
I
That's a
like
fact.
him, bro. I think he gonna be all right. I'm not saying he gonna be no star nothing, but I think he gonna be a solid rotational piece for us before it's all said and done, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, nah, yo, I'm with you. Like, yo, and see, that's the thing. That's why it's good not to be too hasty in the beginning. Because to be honest with you, I feel like I didn't because I don't watch college ball, so I couldn't say we made miss or hit on the pick. But that assertiveness of him being
Yeah,
aggressive and looking for his shot inside the 3-point line, I like
right.
it. You know what I'm
And he's
saying?
always and you notice he's always moving, he's always active, he's always like
Hmm.
even without the ball, you know what I mean, he's trying to assert himself. And when
Right.
and the boy can shoot, let me tell you, he can shoot the thing, man. And
Hmm.
the big thing is he can shoot it through contact, so that means is, hey, you know what I mean, if he gets somebody up on him in the league that's trying to like ruffle his feathers, he ain't gonna be ruffled too easily. So I think he
Hmm.
gonna be all right. I think he's scrappy and he can shoot, and that'll be a plus for us.
Yeah, yeah, nah, that's what's up. Shout out to Leaf. Leaf joined the panel. Shout out to my guy Leaf. You already know his handle is Leaf4788. He said the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. This is where you can subscribe to Leaf at youtube.com at slash at Leaf4788. Leaf, talk to us, man. What you thought about tonight's game? We was talking about Tyler when you joined the conversation. The second round pick that we got. What you think about that? What you think about him?
Yeah, I think the Tyler kid. I think he's if he's not already, he's on his way to becoming a professional NBA shooter. For sure, bro. Like the way that he can get to certain spots, bro, because he ain't speedy at all. But I mean, if you got that type of shot, man, if you got that type of if you could get that type of spacing on your shot, you could play in this league for a very very long time. So I think Tyler was cool. There's some positives and some negatives to take out of tonight, but
All right, I know. I want to hear all the Leaf positives before we get to the negatives. Let's hear some more positives, Leafs. What else you liked about tonight's game?
well, the most positive is what I've been talking about, basically,
Oh, hold
like
on, Leaf. Let me just salute Beeman Boy Music for becoming a member. Shout them. I know you're already a member, so it's probably just the monthly
the
thing.
re up,
But
yeah.
thank you. Yeah, shout out to Beeman Boy Music. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying. But go ahead, Leaf. Talk to us, bro.
Well, the biggest positive is what we been expecting and what we was expecting going on to this year. And then that's Egor Dëmin.
Mm-hmm.
Egor, everybody said he been working out in the off season.
Facts.
Because of Ben Simmons, bro. Nets fans all hate workout or off season workout videos. But at the same time, Yegor actually proved that he could get to some things offensively that he
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get to last year, and you can definitely see the improvement.
Mm-hmm.
The other parts of his game is still there. The ability to pass, the ability to. He got a little bit tough with Big Boy over there, the Caldwell kid, because he wasn't letting that basketball go.
Facts. Yo,
He,
that was one of my favorite parts of the game. And for what it's worth, bro, Diego had the possession of the ball. That whole thing, they let him grab the ball after the fact that Diego had a clean rebound. It wasn't like they grabbed it together. It was a clean rebound. But Diego held on to that shit. You could tell he's strong because he was not ripping that shit away from him. That shit was like a motherfucking King Arthur sword in a motherfucking stone. And he was not letting that shit go. So
yeah, definitely. So Yegor and Tyler, they look pretty good. They look like NBA basketball players. The both of
Facts.
them look like NBA basketball players. Now the niggas that did not, clearly Ben Saraf.
mhm,
I think clearly Ben Saraf. I ain't gonna go too much into that.
mhm.
Drake Powell is hanging on by a thread.
Thread, thin thread, a silk piece of thread.
Yes, he's hanging on by a thread. And the biggest losers of tonight is the Nets organization. Whoever the hell decided to not tell the NBA that Mikael Brown Jr. Was sitting out this game, and they did it an hour before. People got to understand, bro. Like
I respect
you can't spit in the face of the NBA like that because they set this game up for a reason.
that.
You can't spit in their face and say, "Oh yeah, Mikel, he's not playing tonight." They gonna look at you like you gonna disrespect my money like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Of
what I
course.
was talking about. This is what I was talking about when we traded Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and James Harden in the middle of the season when we still had television games. The NBA sets up these TV games for us. The NBA set it up this scheduled game for us. This was on ESPN. This was on Amazon. This was one of the highlighted
Yeah,
games of this draft.
yeah, bro. It was the first. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they
Hey,
missed.
they
They
saying in
completely
the
missed,
chat
bro.
that real quick, I don't mean to interrupt y'all, but they saying in
Good.
the
Good.
chat that the Nets coach, Summer League coach, said Mikel's not playing until Monday, so he won't be playing tomorrow either.
So
I don't understand the
and
logic to that. I don't understand it.
and this is part of the problem. The summer league, bro, like is starting to get some real traction. You can't tell the NBA, yo, the NBA set it up this as a marquee matchup between the Nets and the Kings. They can't even do this in the regular season because nobody's really going to be interested in the Nets and the Kings in the regular season unless the Nets and the Kings is Debo in the regular season. So you have to do it in the summer league with rookies. Mikael Brown Jr. and Darius Acuff is the biggest story of the draft. Everybody knew the first four guys was gonna go in the order that they went. Us picking Mikael is the biggest story. Us picking Mikael over Darius Acuff is the biggest story of the draft until Mikael becomes a star.
Facts. I agree, bro. Leaf. My problem is that, well, what I will say, the upside was it felt like Diego versus Darius Acuff for a little bit because even though I wanted them to see that showcase between Mikael Brown Jr., don't get it twisted. It wasn't the equivalent of Mikael Brown Jr. and Darius Acuff Jr. That was to me action packed popcorn type shit. I did a whole pre-cap for a summer league game, so you know. So I'm saying that to say Diego didn't disappoint. You know what I mean? I thought him showing up the way he did had me excited to see the duo. But to your point, the Nets got to do better. This is easy money. This is like a layup. Of course Mikael Brown Jr. versus Darius Acuff Jr. Of course.
Hey, they said he was Nets got him ramping up, man.
Man,
I'm joking.
what kind of ramp you supposed to have?
Remember when they had everybody ramping up?
Yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, they used to. You love that word. I never heard that word until
Where
the
we
Nets.
waiting for niggas to come back and play. Oh, he's ramping up. Nigga be
Mhm.
ramping up for like 2 weeks, fucking with they ass. Damn.
Yeah,
Shit, what are you doing, man? But they, you know how they do, man. They like when everybody's going right, the Nets are going to go left. That's what they
Mhm.
do.
yeah, yeah. I mean, let's call it what it is. I'm gonna be excited about the game. You're still gonna have fans like us that's going to support.
Yeah.
But I think Nets like on before this night is over, I'm gonna complain to the Brooklyn Nets. I'm gonna say, yo, y'all should have played Mikael Brown Jr. tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Really.
At least give him hell. You
I
know?
mean, I think. Listen, I understand the reasons. I understand the reasons and the reasons in the pros and cons or whatever the case may be. The problem with this is why the NBA don't fuck with us in the draft because we keep shitting on them when it come to marquee shit. This was a marquee summer league game, but like for anybody that cares about it or not, whether it's obviously we all cared about it because this is
Facts.
one of our two lottery picks in history of Brooklyn. A
Mhm.
lot of us wasn't around for the Brooklyn Dodgers, bro. Like this is all we got. So realistically, you can't give the NBA your ass to kiss when they decide to put you on TV.
On a holiday weekend.
You can't do that. Like Sean Marks and Joe Tsai and everybody that's in the front office, bro. Like listen, they got a big lesson to learn about how business works. This was business, yo. You put him on the court. I don't give a shit if it's for 15 minutes. You put him out there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, bro? Like, but thank God for Yegor, man, because Yegor made it a game, man. Like, we actually was able to see his improvement.
Right.
Tyler, he looks like a positive NBA a professional shooter for sure. He looks like somebody that could stand still and get to some things, bro. Like he's probably gonna I won't be surprised if he gets minutes at some point of the season. But the reality is that the NBA screwed Nets fans over, and not the NBA, the Brooklyn Nets
The
screwed
organization.
over their fan base, and they
Hmm.
screwed and they gave a big middle finger to the NBA by saying, "Yo, Mikael Brown Jr. is not playing tonight."
Yo, they
That's
gave
the
a big
biggest
not only
negative
to
of tonight.
not only to
It
Nets
is. It
fans,
was.
they gave a big middle finger to all NBA fans because a lot of hoop heads wanted to see that matchup,
Yes.
not just the
Facts.
respective fan bases.
But most importantly, you gave a big middle finger to the NBA, and these are the people that put this game on the schedule. The NBA did this on purpose. Bree said it days ago. They did this on purpose. They already knew that us picking Mikal over Acuff is was going to be the biggest story of the draft until Mikal turned into a star. We all knew this, and
Right.
they said, and somebody in that front office got the call, decided in their greatest wisdom that said, nah, we not doing it this way.
Yeah.
So guess what? If we go into the regular season and it's time for us to get some calls, and the NBA said no, then we gotta come. Then we got this game to blame for it.
Right.
Hmm.
Your Breeze. Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah. Yeah. What's
You
up?
No,
you saw the game. Be honest. I know you and a Cuff fan.
no, screw.
How did you feel about his performance? I mean, I know he scored a lot of points, but he took 29 shots. The shooting percentages were bad. The defense was bad. How did you feel about his performance?
Once I got over the fact that Mikal wasn't there, again, I felt like to be honest with you, I was talking shit. I was calling Big Ox. I texted him. I was like, yeah, man, Darius Acuff ain't on shit. We Drake Powell locking his ass up. I was talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like but this was the first half before he went on that run.
Right.
And I felt like Darius Acuff Jr., he had a slow start. And ultimately in this league, if you're a scorer,
I
it's
want to
not
answer that question when you
yeah,
finish too, bro.
right. Ultimately, if in this league, if you're a scorer, it's not enough. You can't have an efficiency of 929. I mean, that you're losing the game. You know what I mean? I think the only reason why they won this game is because it was in Sacramento and they playing where the Kings play, and they kind of tailored it for that way. But to answer your question directly, Joey, I thought he gave the crowd what they wanted to see, and that's him get a bucket. But he wasn't efficient, and his assist turnover ratio was good, but his efficiency from the field wasn't good. So I felt like he's a good player, but you're
Probably
gonna need more than wind than Darius
same.
Acuff because his efficiency has to be better for him to be a quote unquote leader for the Kings. But I do think he's a good player, but that efficiency I'm watching it. I'm watching it to see how good he could be on the efficient side of the ball. But yeah, that's it. I think he's
I
good.
I answer that question by saying, bro, I think in terms of getting to certain shots, bro, like in the second half, he looked like he got adjusted pretty quick, bro. Like, cause in the first half, he was getting strapped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like Drake
That's what I'm
Powell,
saying. But hold on, I just wanted to add to that. Drake Powell could stay on the floor and lock up a Darius Acuff Jr. if he could make some of his shots. Like, how could you keep Drake Powell on the floor if he 0 for 9? Like, you gotta take him off the floor, even if he guarded Darius Acuff Jr. the way he guarded him. Because
and I'm glad you said that because this goes into who is on the court with other players and how they want to play. If Drake Powell is on the court with Nolan Trayor and they getting out on a break and you getting easy layups and easy dunks as opposed to wide open threes and you got to get in the rhythm, bro. That's different. That could do a lot more for your confidence, bro. Like Drake Powell is an athlete first and a shooter, bro. Like his shooting, bro, is probably gonna need a little bit more work, as we know. But in terms of Darius Acuff, just to continue that, I think the kid, bro, he's in a good spot because unlike anybody we ever heard of in the history of basketball, he actually wanted to go to the Sacramento Kings. I don't think we've ever seen or heard anybody ever say that. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he wanted to go there, and at 19, he gonna have some ranks, he gonna have some perks to go his way as long as he's got people in the front office backing him, and kind of the same way as Brunson because like when he went over to the Knickerbombers, bro, he had people in the front office, that was looking after him, and then that was in his best interest. So I think it's sort of the same thing now in terms of everything else. The offensive part of his game, bro, we seeing already. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like we seeing it already, bro. Like in today's NBA, if you could produce enough offense to make it to the point where you could be the number one offensive person on your team, they don't really give a shit about your defense. They'll build around that.
but no,
We
but hold
seen
on,
it with plenty of teams.
but
So
you what also is
that's
interesting.
that.
Hold on, just also is interesting that add to that to I seen Yegor score on Darius Acuff Jr. I seen Yegor take little man on the post. He said, "Let me take you to school, little man." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Hit him with a little backspin, hit him with a little and he got to the rim.
But
Darius
that's why
Acuff,
we was telling y'all size
right?
matters in the NBA. You don't think people going to be switching off on him and
Mm-hmm.
doing that to him in the NBA?
Right. So my thing is, Darius, we could beat Sacramento Kings and the Darius Acuff Jr. if they're in situations where he 9 for 29, low efficiency, and he can't guard who's out there. So it'll be him trading baskets essentially. If Drake Powell could get enough confidence to knock down his shot, he's a great second string two guard, bro. A great second string two guard. Um, but we'll see, man. But I'm not looking at it like, oh, I'm mad we ain't get Darius Acuff Jr. because he had 25 points. I don't feel that way. I was more high on the upside of Yegor watching him play, opposed to being mad that we don't have Darius Acuff Jr. I was more mad that Mikael Brown Jr. didn't play than I was that we didn't have Darius. I'm not even tripping
I
about
don't, I
Darius
don't know
Acuff
who
Jr.
in the NBA who in the Nets front office made that decision.
That was wild. That was wild. Hold on. We got Notorious, Leaf, John, Scott, CJ on the panel. John came after Leaf. So Leaf, when you finish, just pass it to John.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna pass it, John, by saying listen, I like I said the Mikel thing is still a question mark. We know now. We now know he ain't gonna play till Monday, because that's what some Nets coaching staff said. I don't believe them for one bit. I think they're liars. I can't trust anything that they say now because they basically shitted on all basketball fans and spit in the face of the NBA, who will put this schedule together and said, "Yo, y'all, we giving y'all a marquee game," and then they seen it, and then it was like, "Nah, we sitting Mikel out."
Yeah, that
Totally
was
disrespectful. Bounce pass.
yeah. Everything Brooklyn is John. Talk to us, man. What's the word? And can you start with Yegor? You've been a big advocate of Yegor and how he been playing. Can you start, John, with Yegor and what you thought about his game tonight?
Yeah, all I gotta say is, Diego, are you the man, the oh man? What a great game from him. Like I said last night in the prelude, that this is gonna be a big season for him. The scoring is getting better. He took more field goal attempts within the perimeter as opposed to outside of it. Good to
Nice.
see. And rebounding, 7 defensive rebounds. That's very important. I just feel like for Diego, he looks tall, he looks stronger. And I think for him, he's ready to, like, not officially say it, but I think he's ready to officially tell people he's not going to be the point guard of the future. I think for him, he sees himself as a two or
Right.
possibly a small forward if he gets stronger. So I think that's just what it kind of felt like, and I'm fine with that. Listen, Yegor is going to be one of the most impactful scorers. He can play make, which is good, and if he defensively can take off this year, I think you have a complete player to work with. So obviously, he was the best player of the game the entire night. And to
Mm.
shift to what Leaf is saying, I mean, this was embarrassing. We were expecting fireworks with a Michael versus Acuff battle, and Sean
Right.
and Joe, again in glorious fashion, keep disappointing people. Like, and the crazy thing is, this was on Amazon Prime, streaming service. Like, the NBA people have been tuning in a lot more with the streaming services, and you decided to sit them down with like less than 5 minutes before the game starts. Like, I don't know who was in charge of that. We were Sean and Joe or some league coach, but just pathetic, man. Like, Michael's been
Right.
talking the talk, saying he's one of one. And this was a
Mm.
chance to see him go up against his rival. And you want to say, oh, he needs to ramp up bullshit. Like, just like completely just downgrade a whole bunch of people's like excitement, man. And just that one
Hey John,
instance.
I just real quick, when I was saying that ramp up stuff, I was joking. So if just in case
No,
you got that from me.
well,
Yeah,
I
no,
think
that ramp up word, it haunts us, man.
Yeah.
yeah, and then I saw a quote that somebody said about the summer league coach said, "Oh, Danny Wolf also has backstories, bro. Put some icy hot on that, man. Let's go. You've had 2 3 months off. Like, it's time to get the young guys together. These games are important. These
Right.
extra summer league games, like Yegor and Michael, need that time to develop their chemistry together. Looking at this game tonight, nobody was leading this game from a point guard perspective. Michael definitely could have been a good yin to Yegor's yang, and it's just a missed opportunity. And the only thing I will give credit to, the rebounding numbers were really good up and down for our team. We out rebounded Sacramento 50-37. I say to you the other
Diego,
night,
I mean, I called you Diego. My bad, John. But I wanted to say, remember, I was saying that, in the pre-cap that Diego is going to be a defensive rebounding guard.
Mhm. I remember.
He got 7 rebounds, defensive rebounds. And I wanted you to highlight that too, because again, like I said, you probably one of the biggest advocates for Yegor. And I just we're going to stay with that, you know what I mean? But that him defense having that's part of defense too. No, not letting the offense get on the glass. When you miss that first shot, that's it. You know what I mean? You done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if he could continue boxing out, getting those defensive rebounds, bro, yeah, Yegor 23-7. I can get used to this. I said Yegor probably going to average like 14 next season, but if he keep this up, it can be 18, 20.
Yeah, most definitely. But I will give credit to the team that they had a good first half, but they definitely looked a little gassed out. That's the problem not having a legit censor right now, is that it has to be by committee. And Cheney Johnson, I keep saying this kid's a sponge. He keeps learning every chance he gets on the court. A solid 10 and 9 tonight. Like, that's somebody who might earn his way from a two-way to a deal potentially with this team. Like, he's definitely somebody people got to pay attention to. He's a solid worker bee, and he gives a lot of effort, but not having a legit center makes it tough on this team. And then obviously what Joey said about Saraf and Powell, you really see a lot different. Like, Powell did have 8 rebounds. He looked stronger, but offensively just making way too many
Well,
questionable
John,
decisions.
remember you was talking about we needed. Well, Saraf was supposed to be that point guard tonight. I just want to
Yeah,
let
he,
you know
he,
that.
he didn't, he didn't do anything, man. Listen, Saraf had 10 points, but it's the same stuff. This guy's only move is an underhook layup. Like, when at the end of the game, you guys saw the fourth quarter, he's trying to go for a layup. All these guys are following him. It's like, you go to your teammate, something like that. And he's like, no, I can make it block. Like, Saraf has to adjust his game. You got to learn how to shoot off 2 feet. Because if you just do this layup shit, it's not going to make anybody respect you offensively. So for Saraf, he has to get quicker. He's slower than molasses. And Powell, again, just questionable decisions. How do you try to fake somebody out and do a shot at the same time? Like, Powell, it's just something mentally going on there. Like, he has the tools. We know this. Physically, he looks better, but it just seems like him and Jordan, that relationship's still not on steady ground. And with the inclusion of Keon Ellis, it just seems like for Powell, he's thinking about a lot more than just the moment at hand right now. This is a huge summer for him. Like, just get it right, buddy. Like, this is your opportunity to show the coach and the staff you're ready for this opportunity. But so far today, Powell just looked mentally checked out a little bit. So I'm disappointed for him, but he still has time. But him and Saraf got to get better, man. Egor was a star tonight, and ultimately we got to get a center, man, because this is not going to be good. These guys haven't rebound together every single night. But good for
Hey,
Egor, man. Good start. Good
John,
start.
what did you think about Tyler Belladon?
Right, I was about to answer that too.
He could shoot, man. Listen, he could shoot the 3 well. He's on a 2-way right now. Another guy like Chinny Johnson who could work his way into a bench role of sorts. It's good that he could shoot. It's just we need a lot of help in our front court, man. Our front court is just not strong right now. Like, that's going to need a lot of work if we want to get to where we want to be at. But Egor Michael's performances this year, that's the beginning starting point. If we could get that settled on concrete ground, the Nets can start playing around with that front court and get it to where it has to be, but you have to make those adjustments because it's going to be tough to see these guys have to rebound every night as a group. Whereas if you had a solid big, it makes the job a lot easier for our guards. So we'll see how that plays out, as we
Hey,
progress.
I'm gonna answer somebody in the chat real quick. Hey, A-Trax asks how Jefferson looked. Jefferson didn't play, and he's not going to play until the Randall deal is finalized.
Yeah,
so he cannot play in summer league yet.
Yeah. But just to end on my note, Egor's on a good track. It'll be great to see Michael play either tomorrow or Monday, I guess that's what it's looking like. But if I'm this front office organization, you got to let these kids play together. This next few weeks is crucial. They have to develop chemistry. You can't just say, oh, they're going to play, not play them. Like, this front office needs to start being smarter and trusting these kids. If you load manage Michael Brown this season, it is a waste of everybody's time, money, and effort. I'll pass the ball on that.
Shout to everything Brooklyn. That's John. Shout to Notorious. Shout to Leaf. Shout to Scott. Scott, you got a channel. Shout your channel out before we start. You on mute, Scott. I didn't put you on mute. You put yourself on mute. Now you're not on mute, but I still can't hear you. Are you talking? Can y'all hear Scott, or is it just me?
I can't hear him.
I can't hear.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Scott. What's up? You want us to come back to you, Scott? Okay. All right. We got CJ on the panel. CJ, talk to us, man. What you thought about tonight's game, bro?
It was a good game. Let me start with the positive stuff. I like when I seen from Egor. Same stuff I've been preaching. The shots creation look better. He can get to his spots, get to the rim, rebound, defense, everything improved. The dude work on the game. The bad part, I just want Saraf off this damn team, and I want Drake Powell and the G League off the team. And I think them two been the worst players out there now.
Yeah, but I would say Drake Powell's defense is better than Ben Saraf's offense.
And another thing, Ben Saraf,
bro, if he could slow down a player like Darius Acuff Jr., he got a place in this league. He 0 for 5 at the 3-point line.
But let me say this real quick. Grease, Saraf, he ain't proved wrong with nothing. Just like what John was saying, He come back with the same moves, and I remember dude was on X hyping this dude up. He come back with the same moves, the same spin moves, ain't going nowhere. He can't shoot a damn jumper, just going to the lane. Like he come back with the same move. It's like he ain't show
No
no
improvement.
improvement.
No improvement.
It's like it looked bad, definitely for Sean Marks. Like it was
Yeah,
sad to see the same thing over and over. He come back with the same move,
I just
no
want
improvement.
I
How
just
you
want.
do that?
no, you're right. You're right.
I just want real quick, CJ. I don't mean to cut you. I just want to say this real quick to the Nets fans. I just want the Nets fans to know that Sean Marks took on Terrence's man contract, absorbed Terrence's man contract to get an extra pick just to sign Ben Seraph. Don't let that go over your head. But go ahead, CJ.
You mean get Drake
Yeah,
Powell?
it is bad,
Don't
man.
forget that.
It is bad. I ain't gonna lie. The three rookies look like he really hit on. And I don't care how people feel about this. It just look like Nolan, Danny Wolf, and Igor like the only rookies he really hit on. That's what it's looking like right now. And it's sad to see this, man.
Yeah, but look. I would say 3 out of 5 is good, CJ. So I ain't even tripping. But what you think about the point guard depth in the Mikal Brown Jr., Nolan Traore at the start, second string point guard, and the third Keon Ellis. How you feel about that, CJ?
Who I think should be starting, or who I think
No,
should be
no,
running
no. I'm
second.
just saying. No, the depth chart from the point guards because I said that's the heaviest. We're the best at the point guard as far as rosters, positions. The point guard is the best. We got Mikal Brown Jr. at the starter. We got, Nolan Traore as a backup point guard, and then we got Keon Ellis. So I would say, what you think about that? I was trying to say we don't really need Ben Seraph at the point guard. You know what I mean? I was trying to get there, but CJ just left. We're gonna go to Scott. Scott, talk to us, man. What you thought about tonight's game?
I thought it was a good game. I mean, I enjoyed it. I didn't get to see Mikal Brown Jr., which is disappointing, but
Word.
I think all of us was disappointed about that. I thought Ben needs work. Drake need a psychiatrist.
Oh, boy.
What else? What else is going on? Tyler, I like Tyler. I thought Tyler showed he can get in the paint and get his shot.
Right.
He actually put it on the floor and got a shot. And then he hit a three. So, I mean, there you go.
To add to what you say, he was 4 for 6 from the field. He hit 1 out of 3 3-pointers, 33%. He had 5 defensive rebounds, 6 in total. He had one offensive. He had 4 fouls, so he out there giving some type of effort. If he got 4 fouls,
Yeah, he's banging,
and he got 9 points.
Yep.
Bro, he could get minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he gonna get Seraph and what's going minutes. He mess around, he gonna get their spot.
Yeah.
I mean, Drake need to be right now in emergency mode. You know how you call an ambulance? He need to be calling the ambulance right now, for real.
That dude was supposed to
but
defensively, he played on Acuff. He shut him down. He gave him problems.
Right.
Because he's quick enough to step sideways with Acuff. And he wasn't going for them fakes, and he got a 7-arm wingspan, so he couldn't really put the ball in front of him. Well, else he'll smack it. So it was more like, okay, defensively, you got it. But you can't make a team just totally on defense and not give nothing else.
Right. His defense ain't that stellar. Like you would thought he was Tony Allen or somebody. You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like
and that's
in today's game, Scott. We know, and put your link in the chat, Scott.
Yeah, I will.
You know what I'm saying? That you gotta be able to at least be a 3. Like they call it a 3-and-D player. Drake Powell is all defense, no 3, no 2. He's not giving you no 3. So what I'm saying is, if he could develop that 3, because he got the defense, but if he could develop that 3, he could stay in the league. But he has to do that shit today.
Today,
yeah. It gotta be right now, but
but he need to take urgency to it because Once you get out of the rotation, once you get out and you now in the G League, you might be in the G League the rest of your life. That could be a bottomless pit.
Yeah,
Now, I mean,
he got the opportunity to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? He got the opportunity. It's really on him to, you know what I mean, just have open 3-pointers. That's it.
Yeah, but, just hit the open shots because he missed wide open shots, which is kind of disappointing.
Right. But Scott, what did you thought about Egor Dëmin? What you think about him? And
he
just
looked like
just have the conversation about Egor and what you think he's going to happen with him in his second year.
Egor is going to. I think Egor might be our 2 guard or our 3-and-D or whatever the case may be.
Right.
He might end up being that. I know some people saying that he came in as a point guard. That can be beneficial to him too, because you just don't lose skill. You gain more skill. You don't lose it. When he's in the paint, he can be a deadly passer.
Right.
Because he's done it. I've seen him do it at BYU.
Yeah.
Once he gets in the paint, he can kick out, he can pass. We just haven't seen the right players around him to grow. And that's why it's so important for the season.
About Drake Powell?
No, I'm talking about Egor. Egor's game can expand from just what we've seen. That little bit that we've seen, his shooting ability, he improved by getting into the paint.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought because again, he was, if you look at it for what it is, Egor Dëmin was 6 for 7 from the field.
He shot very efficient.
He was like, and again, he was getting to the left side of the rim, the right side of the rim, and he was playing with his back to the basket. All of the stuff that I was asking Egor Dëmin to do last season, he did in this summer league game. And
he took Acuff.
Right, it wasn't. Yeah, I seen that play. It wasn't. Well, go ahead, Scott.
No, I'm saying he took Acuff. That's all. He took Acuff like he wasn't even there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's what I was trying to, keep continuing on saying is that he has a 6'8", and he's going to have an advantage on some of the guards in the league. There are going to be certain plays where you could switch, and he could either shoot over that guard or go to the rim. And if your shot not falling, you should be able to, you know what I'm saying, go to the rim. You should be able to, you know what I'm saying, get past a small guard, not because you quicker and got a better handle, but because you know how to play with your back to the basket. And when you look at how he got past Darius Acuff Jr., it was because he just put him on a half spin, back spin. He couldn't fuck with Egor.
No, he can't fuck with him. He ain't gonna block his shot.
Y'all talking about when he was playing against a cuff?
Yeah.
Darius Acuff Jr. cannot guard Egor. He can't guard Egor, bro. He can't.
A cuff can't guard nobody.
He can't, for real. He cannot guard Egor at all, bro.
I don't know why nobody. I mean that can be detrimental
the bar is
too.
low with that one. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I thought it was it's summer league. The referees are not going to call things. I don't want people to take this like, oh, okay, this is what we getting. You got to let it play out a little bit. Sometimes some players might not play good in the first game, but then come back in the second game. That's possible.
Scott, what do you think about that new rule they're implementing where now it's like if you get fouled, it only takes 1 shot to make 2 free throws, or if you if you get fouled. I don't like it. Like, why rewarding a person 3 points when they didn't even make the shot? There was no guarantee that 3 would make it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. The calling, it's 10-minute quarters, 8-minute halftime. I mean, I looked over the rules. It's different in regular NBA.
Feels weird.
Don't take the summer league for what it is. Like, this is guaranteed. We've seen MVPs, Wilson, Thomas. I mean, the list go on and on. Even though my boy Thomas, I still love you. But what I'm saying is,
where you at, Cam Thomas?
Yeah. It's just like this is not the all be all.
Right. Yo, can I say this real quick? That wasn't a foul.
Pass it to Jay after that. Pass it to Jay.
That wasn't a foul, man. Listen, when the cuff was going through the lane,
He got him.
And Yegor
Yeah.
slapped the ball.
He got
They
all ball.
deflected it off of a cuff. That was not a foul, bro.
No,
Yeah.
no.
They tripping, and they went back
Yeah.
and looked
No,
at
they,
that
yo,
shit.
they let the Kings win that game. When Noah was a foul, Jay called me about this shit too, right, Jay? When he missed the ref on the fast break, he's about to lay it up off of a steal. Fourth quarter, crunch time. Ref right there, see it in 4D, 3D, whatever, and they did not call it. They gave the Kings the ball. They ain't stepped their foot on the out of bounds line, nothing. They
Nothing.
pushed the break. Like, fuck out of here. Like,
Yeah.
Jay, yo, why was you mad? Tell him why you mad. Tell him why you mad, Jay. I know Jay was mad earlier.
I'm mad because I wanted to win that fucking game. Like, I'll go fuck Summer League. First
Right.
game of the season. I want to win every game. Like, I don't like losing. And
Yeah, yeah.
that we started off the game real well. And yeah, we just the refs that fast break was crazy. I thought, yo, we got the tip, clear path to the basket, and then they foul the shit out of him, and nobody says nothing. I was in here screaming at the TV.
Yeah, I wanted to
Yeah,
win.
I didn't
feel like
even
that
really
was a
see
very
it.
winnable game. To me, it was very winnable because we led most of the game. If you look at the
Mm-hmm.
game, we had to lead more than we didn't have to lead. And I'm not saying they didn't try and take the lead. They did, but we had more of the pace control of the game. And I just felt like at the end of the day, that's where you need your point guard, which made me even madder because we ain't have Cal Brown Jr. out there. I'm like,
But not only that, can I say
how
this
they
too?
taking it away from us? Hold on. What I'm saying is this. As a teammate, you feed off of that. Yegor scoring all of those buckets. Cal Brown Jr., you trying to tell me he can't feed off of that energy of his teammate playing well? Bro, the NBA, the Brooklyn Nets got to say sorry, man. Y'all got to apologize to the Nets fans for not letting Cal Brown Jr.
Yeah, they
play.
robbed us
So
of a moment. Now, I
That
mean,
was
because
Word.
I feel like a
Word.
lot of the fan base wanted to see that matchup,
Hell
uh,
yeah.
and
The
they
NBA
robbed
wanted
us
to
of
see the matchup.
a moment.
Yeah, that was, they got to
no,
apologize.
real quick about the I think that coach, the Brooklyn Nets coach, he let Yegor sit on the bench too long in the fourth quarter because like when we were out there and they were like we couldn't score the
Yeah,
damn basketball because of
right,
Cuff and Drake Powell kept turning the damn ball over. Yegor
right.
sat for too long. He brought Yegor back in probably like a couple minutes before the game was over. I'm
Mhm.
like, bro, listen, the only consistent scoring we really got all night was from Yegor and Tyler.
Yep.
Facts. They keep us out of dry spots. And the thing with Yegor is he could be so much better with him, Cal Brown Jr. And I think ultimately, if not only did we miss out on the matchup between Cal Brown Jr. and Darius Acuff Jr., but again, the teammates seeing how we are together. Cal Brown Jr. and Yegor are together, seeing how they play well together, play off each other, and seeing that we got our future backcourt. I want to say that shit. I want to pull up to the podcast and say, yeah, we got our future backcourt. I seen it tonight. And I felt like, you know what I mean? I was ready for that.
I
And
think they gonna wait
they did some
to.
other shit. And I don't think they're gonna play. So let me just say this. I don't know if they play because somebody said this in the chat too. I don't know if they play Mikel and Yegor at all together in the summer league. We might not see it.
You might
Maybe
see it Monday
Monday. Why Monday? What's so special?
because
about
I don't think they're gonna play Yegor back to back.
I don't think so, Negro. I think that
So
plantar fasciitis is fixed. I think
yes,
they,
that I mean, I guess they want you to see that. I think when you look at the summer league,
hold on. Shout to D and J. He a member of
yeah,
the
go
page.
ahead.
He just what I mean. I guess that's the renewal of the membership. So thank you, man. I appreciate your support. You've been a member for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just think that when you look at the team, the players, I'm not sure if they are doing this with Saraf and Drake and the rest of the guys just so they can give them an opportunity to shine. Because if they don't shine, and like I said at the beginning of the year, everybody's on the block. That's what I'm saying. There's no such thing as you can't get cut. You can get cut. So I mean, it ain't like it's a guarantee. Oh, we got a guarantee that you got a spot on the team. You can end up in the G League or something else.
Yeah,
So
I wanna go over some content with y'all. I seen Yegor. He was in a post game after. I wanted to, saying listen to that with y'all. I seen it on my phone, so I know it's on my feed. Oh, here you go, right here. I wanted to, recap this. We're gonna listen to this and then recap.
What do you think gave
Yeah, y'all can hear it.
you that drive today? Scored the most on the team, 23 points.
I think just I don't want to say pressure of being a leader, but kind of embracing the role of a guy who spent a year in the NBA already. I want to take that role on myself, coming here and lead the team, and mentally on the bench and on the court as well, right? So
What do you think gave you that drive today? Scored the most on
I want to hear
the
it
team,
again. Let me
23
hear it one more
points.
time.
I think just I don't want to say pressure of being a leader, but kind of embracing the role of a guy who spent a year in the NBA already. I want to take that role on myself, coming here and lead the team, and mentally on the bench and on the court as well, right? So
What do you think
Yeah, I
gave you
like
that
how
drive
you answered
today?
that question.
Scored the most on the
I think he knows that they looking for him to score more this year. They looking to see him score the ball more, and I think that's what he's talking about being the leader. 9 times out of 10, the leader of the team is the best scorer of the team. And again, for him to score 23 is nothing to sneeze at. We took a long time before we seen Yegor score crack 20. You know what I'm saying? Last season, and when he did, we all celebrated. But I'm saying that to say he did that in his first summer league game. He's showing strides of being a really good player this next year. I really do expect him to take a leap. I mean, for 5 point lead. If he's averaging 8, 9 points last season, I expect him to average 17, 18. Seriously. I
yeah,
think,
yeah, double digits.
yeah, in the teens, maybe
Yeah,
18, shy 19, close to
yeah,
19,
yeah.
18.9.
I can see that from him.
Yeah.
I can see that from him.
Yeah, I really feel like right now we got a good situation as fans just because we study the game. We've been waiting for basketball this entire time, but
Are we?
I know that this backcourt is going to be good. This is the future backcourt, and I can see us winning with this backcourt.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
feel the same way, or y'all feel like we need to do something different?
no. I just think Sharaf and Drake Powell, they just want to play them. They want to give them the opportunity. That's all. If they're going to tell them, listen, you didn't make the cut. You can't say I didn't let you play. You can't say I didn't give you the opportunity.
Mhm.
That's all.
I
I
think
think that's what it is.
What y'all think about what he said about
I,
the
I think I think he's just saying, hey, listen, like I wanted to come here. I wanted to be a leader. I played in a season of NBA basketball already, so I already know, what's to be expected, and I wanted to come out here, and lead and you know, act like I belong. You know what I mean? Unlike Seraph and Drake Powell, he's like, listen, I should be a leader. I played a, a season of NBA basketball. So yeah, I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna be a leader based off of that alone, and take the reins. So that's what I got from it.
But
Yeah,
so did
I like
Sharaf.
me saying words like embrace. Like it's not
Yeah.
necessarily what you thought it was, but you embracing it. It's something that something like that. I appreciate that.
So did Sharaf and so did Drake. They played in
Yeah, but
they,
unfortunately, I mean, they didn't look like they've been playing in the NBA already.
they look like
Yegor
they
looked like
haven't
it.
been in a lab. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
they look
They
like they look like the rest of the unsigned rookies or something, or the undrafted rookies and shit. Yeah, like damn, man,
I don't know what to tell you.
it is
This
what it
this
is,
is
man.
a Tyler bucket. Did y'all see this part of the game when Tyler
Let
made
me
this
see.
bucket?
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah, I
this one.
saw that,
Yeah,
and I
I
like
said
that.
something
Hold on,
about that on
listen.
I said something about this one on Scott's show. I just loved it
Right,
because he got his shot off through contact.
Yes, he
He
right,
got
did.
to his spot, got
yes,
the midi off. Yeah, bumped
Boom.
the dude. He bumped Duke to create enough space to get his shot off.
right. And that's what I was gonna say. We always talk about the bag and who got the bag and how big is the bag and all of this and that. This is part of your bag. If you could, that's like a bump fade. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like if that's what he could do from the 3 point line, so they gotta respect this three. Right?
Right.
Look how close he playing. Look how close he playing him. So he playing him close enough to
Right.
take away his shooting space. So what he do? He drive right. He think he dribbled 2-3 times, and then
Yep.
he hit him with the bump fade.
Right.
This is skill. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
That's skill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
See, the
saying?
thing about Tyler is he's not going to be the tween to be able to create his space.
Right.
What he's going to
Absolutely.
do is he's going to get to his spot. He's going to bump you. He's going to be a little bit physical with you to knock you off balance to create enough space for him to get his shot off.
Facts. And that's all we need. We need the variety. We need diversity. We need some players that's going to say more 3 pointers than 2 pointers. That's fine. We know what those players are. Those are 3 and D players. But what about the 2 and D players? You know what I'm saying? What about the 2 and D players? The players that's trying to get the 2 more than the 3. You know what I mean? Let them, like, if Tyler can continue to do this, he has a roster spot. He do. He's definitely taking. Maybe they went away from Zaire because of Tyler. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they say, "Yo, we don't need to pay Zaire. We got Tyler." But what I will say is they were smart keeping Dayron sharp because regardless of who you get in that draft, it is hard to get a rebounder with a nose around the ball, the rim around like Dayron Sharp. Like he's just always getting the offensive rebound and some regular shit that he do. And you really can't just replace that in the draft. I know we was trying to get Chris Sanak. He was the player that we were supposed to get right before he went to the Celtics. I don't think it was because offensive rebounding. I think it was just a totality of different things. But again, I just think that just how they fill in the roster spaces, getting to Tyler. If we get a Joshua Jefferson, another one that could play inside the 3 point line, that's two players that play inside the 3 point line. I'm gonna keep saying the 2D players. We need the two and D players. We need players that do that. You know what I'm saying? And if both of them do that, I think our offense is going to be better because now we're not just relying on the 3 pointer. Like that winning and losing off the 3 pointer was that shit was the worst to see. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying?
Terrible.
That
Terrible.
don't mean we
Terrible.
ain't gonna see it again this year.
Yeah, we probably will.
That's their style, man.
Hold on, let's look at it though. Hold on, let's see how many.
Switch the
Let's see.
style up,
Hold on. Let's see. They took how many field goals? They
bro.
took.
Is
Hold on, they took
Jordy
59
is
field
Jordy
goals.
coaching this team?
Hold on, they took 59 field goals and they had 23 3 pointers. So they switched the style up.
Is Jordy coaching this team?
Nah, Jordy not
So
coaching.
what do that got to do with
So
that?
you saying Jordy ain't gonna follow suit? Jordy not following that. They gotta follow
No,
Jordy.
No,
If
I don't think
Jordy
Jordy. I don't think they coaching the way Jordy coach. I
yo,
think
you
they.
know what Jordy says? Let it fly.
I think what it is they're in that experimental mode to see what each player can do.
You know Jordy game plan. I don't know why you even sitting up here wishing on a star, man. Jordy wants to let it fly every chance you get. Like that's his thing.
Yeah, but again, he got to get 1% better too. You know, Jordy Fernandez can't be preaching getting 1% better if he ain't getting 1% better. If
That's
Jordy
right.
Fernandez is getting 1% better, then he listening to the Big Fan Breezy podcast, huh? He listening to the Nets fans.
Man,
He
he ain't
listening
getting
to the
10%
going
better.
on Twitter, listening to what we saying because we watching the game. We seeing stuff he might not even see. The talking points we got, we be having them before big media. Shit, the Brooklyn Nets probably could better off listening to the fans more than listening to big media, because big media don't care about whether or not we win. They just doing their job. They really want to talk about the Knicks, and they'll talk about the Nets until they get to the Knicks. But the Nets fans like us be talking Nets fan basketball for hours. Scott was streaming for hours. What did he do? He still pull up. Notorious for hours. He still pull up. I go into spaces. Notorious being there. Leaf being there. We always talking basketball.
Always talking Nets basketball.
Nets fans basketball is more important to the Brooklyn Nets than big media, because the big media is part of the Knicks fan. Knicks fans. They Knicks fans, basically.
They part of the conglomerate, right?
So basically, I'm saying that to say that the Nets, as a franchise, should be tapped into what the fans is talking about. We need what? Listening to the top podcasts. Me, Nets Kingdom, all of the ones that you like. Listen to all of them. Listen to all of them. There's a lot of content creators for Nets that's becoming more and more, and I advocate for all of us to, you know what I'm saying, keep pushing content. We ain't gonna always agree, but if we talking basketball more, it's gonna be the majority.
It's gonna be majority agree.
It's going towards logic, because basketball is simple. If you could get past your favorite players like Cam Thomas not here, and just thinking about just what he brought to the game and what you like about what he did, and parlaying that into what's happening right now with the players that we got. You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you get not necessarily the same players in the Cam Thomas, but they are scoring. And again, my thing was, who could score like Cam Thomas? Bro, if Egor could give the Nets 23 a game, I'm cool. You won't even say nothing about Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, the scoring is going to be important from the shooting guard, because the shooting
I'm going to still talk about Cam Thomas.
Guard.
Yo, what is Claude talking about? Mikal was not out of the basketball game because of his back. They just didn't play him. Okay,
that's
Claude.
the Knicks fan rhetoric I be talking about. This is the Knicks fan rhetoric I be talking about, bro.
Go to sleep. Go take a nap.
You must be tired. You must be tired.
All of the rookies that we get, I'm holding them to the Cam Thomas standard, man. And you talk about this, you talk about this guy there. Oh yeah, 23 points. But did we win though? Was it 23 in a win or 23 in a loss? This is what niggas be telling me every game. Every game when Cam Thomas scoring 40. But did we win? It doesn't matter if he did it in a loss.
Yeah, you got a point there, Jay.
I'm going to keep saying that shit. But, of course, I want the rookies to do good. But did we win?
Facts.
That's right.
Yo, at the end of the day, that's true, because that was
true.
That they set. I say, yo, he scored 40 points 3 games in a row. Y'all don't think that's something special?
Yeah,
but did we win?
That's true. That's what hurt me to my heart, because I know Cam is one of those set on fire scorers that you just can't get rid of. What is wrong with you?
What I'm saying is, he intentional. The last season, the last game of the season, that's when he scored 3 40-point games in a row. The last game of that season, he scored 40 again. And then I think the next season, he scored a double-double to prove that he could facilitate and score the ball.
Right. I remember that.
What I'm saying is, if you get a Cam Thomas on a team where they playing winning intentional basketball, intentional winning basketball, if that's what we doing, he can do that. A team could pick him up right now that want to win and win with Cam Thomas, because you're not going to put the keys in his hand and say do everything. You're going to just be like, yo, we need your help on scoring the ball, resting the starters. He could be so important to a lot of different franchises. Yeah, he might have a bad report because he didn't take that first contract. And again, like I said, I shied away from saying that, because look at Day'Ron Sharpe. He took 2 2-year contracts. That equal 4. Shit, 2 last time I checked.
Yeah, 2 + 2 is 4.
2 + 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's tweak with mouse.
Right. So I
Nah,
just wish
player
that
one,
he
I
could have.
can't let it go, man. I can't let it go just because, bro. We don't got nobody on this team right now. I don't think we got nobody with the scoring efficiency of
Prowess.
Cam Thomas
Prowess.
scoring prop. And on top of that, I just feel like the Nets dropped the ball with how they developed him. They did not develop him
Right.
properly. So
Yeah, yeah, he went
anything,
through
if
a
he's in
lot.
China, like you saying, that's the Nets' fault, not his fault.
No, he went through a lot. He's seen a lot, and he went through a lot. And
Right.
it wasn't inducive of growing in a player and on your team. You know what I'm saying? He's seen all the craziness.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
it
it
is
was
what it is. Like he's not on the team no more, so I'm obviously being facetious. But if they couldn't develop that guy into a fucking good basketball player, what are they going to do with the rookies we got now?
But see,
Are they
but
going
you
to do the
see,
same bullshit?
but see, my thing is, I keep it real, bro. I would call Cam Thomas like, yo, I'm sorry, bro. We was wrong. Like, just take a 2 year now. Like, you know what? No other team pick you up. Take a 2 year now. Take a 2 year. Come off of the bench. You still need you at that same role, but you know what I'm saying. You got a contract. I'll call him back. I will call Cam Thomas back. Like, yo, take this 2 year going into next season. We fit in to compete. You could come off of the bench for Yegor. If I were two guard, is Drake Powell second? And if he not knocking down his shots, you put in a microwave scorer like Cam Thomas,
it'd be
bro.
on and
Drake
popping.
Powell is not
Cam Thomas
impressing
coming
me
off
at
of the
all,
bench
man.
make us a good team. Call Cam Thomas back. I should put that shit in the title. Call Cam Thomas back. Let him come off the bench because
It,
Ben Surratt not working. And Drake
what do
No,
Powell,
he's not.
what do y'all think
No,
about Drake Powell, man?
I think he got good defense, but he can't score the ball. He just keep missing. He
he's
was
not
0 for 9.
consistent. And
0 for 9.
Sharaf
0.
just don't have it. Some people have it, and he don't have that. You know, like how you get caught in a breakaway. You're a guard, and you in front of everybody to the rim, and you get stripped from behind.
He's
How that
slow.
happen?
He's
He did,
slow.
you know.
He got fouled too, but he's slow.
Yeah, he's slow. He's slow, and they knew you was going to try to lay it with the left. They knew
Oh
that
man.
the guy was on his left hand side.
But
He
that's
knew
what I'm
it.
saying. Like, yo, chat, y'all tell me this. Chat that think that I'm bugging or whatever. You telling me you'd rather have Cam Thomas on the team than either one of those two guys?
Cam Thomas
Right
over
now.
Drake Powell and Ben Surratt. Call Cam Thomas back. Yo,
Or
Cam
Terrence
Thomas.
Mann?
Hey, Terrence Mann too. Take Terrence Mann off the
Bro,
team. Drake Powell, keep Drake Powell because he can develop it as a jumper sooner or later. But come
hopefully.
on, man, you can't tell
Hopefully.
me Cam Thomas can't get a roster spot, bro. Like, come on, that scoring punch would be off the bench too. If he would
Yeah.
agree to that,
Yeah, it would be tough.
like, what is he doing? I'm about to go on Instagram and see what's going on with Cam Thomas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I'm telling you, we need to get Cam Thomas on the show. He don't seem like he's doing nothing else.
Yeah.
He got
You ain't lying.
time. Know what I mean? Get on
Yeah.
the show, man. Yo, Cam, come pull up, talk to us, man. I want to hear how you.
Cam Thomas, you want an interview?
Yeah, I want to.
I'm a fan of the people.
That's a fact, man. We need a Cam Thomas fan of the people episode, man.
That's tough. If Cam Thomas come on this show, yeah, I'm gonna do my best to let him speak the truth that he wants to speak, that he always wanted to speak. When they made the memes of him, when they showed him on the bench, and he wasn't happy because Yegor was scoring. What y'all think this is a game? Yegor, I seen Cam Thomas beat the Knicks. You know how real that is?
Yeah, I can't get no realer than that.
Oh, why he's such a big fan? I seen us down big. I'm watching the game, and we down big, and like he just brings us back, scoring 16 points in a row.
Yep.
That cross tween step back on Quentin Grimes logo 3 in the Garden. That's my favorite player, bro. Not now, but I'm just saying when it happened.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. That was the best thing. I watched that game
I knew
over.
this is my favorite player. Like,
Yo,
Yeah,
bro,
nobody
yeah.
could
and
tell me nothing wrong about Cam Thomas after that,
that
bro.
game,
Yep.
I thought we was gonna lose because we had no KD,
Yep.
no Kyrie, no.
No KD, no
I thought
Kyrie.
we was gonna lose that game, and that nigga Cam went crazy,
Hmm.
and we was down 28 or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was. He
Yeah.
broke a record that game of the biggest comeback
Yeah,
underdog.
you see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all act like y'all forgot in the chat, man. Y'all forgot that.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all must have forgot on the Roy Jones shit. Remember Roy Jones? So y'all must have forgot
Hmm.
when Roy Jones was rapping, man. Niggas don't know nothing about that.
Nah, yo, JDJ, you right, bro. The whole show will be about shot creation and what it means in the NBA to get your own bucket. Because I've seen dry spots. I've seen where you can't score the ball. And I've seen a lot of times where those dry spots break, it be because these players, these shot creators could play and score in the mid-range game. It ain't
Yo,
no three-pointer, ain't getting all the way to the basket. It's that mid-range, just that put you in the post. I could fade away three, fade away midi. I mean, step footwork, step in, step through, floaties, floaters, scoop plays, putting English putting English on it. You know what I'm saying? Putting jelly on a roll.
look
Y'all
at
don't
that.
know nothing about that. You know what I'm
Look at
saying?
that. It's that niggas at work laugh when I mention Cam Thomas talking about all he do is shoot like he in the backyard. Yo, if you watch the Mellow Ball, he play like he in
Oh
the
man,
backyard and he's a
facts,
superstar.
facts.
He played straight backyard basketball. Like I'm just out hooping with the homies, and he the straight superstar because his
Mm-hmm.
team developed him and let him make the mistakes, let him get the minutes on the court, and let him put up the numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen him play serious too. He's gonna be serious next to Ant Man. And again, I only said that to say that one of the weakest points of the Nets was our scoring. We was last in this whole season. The whole out of all of the teams, we were like 30th in
Yeah.
offense. And I say I want Cam Thomas on the team, and I'm bugging. Like my thing is Ben Seraph and Terrence Mann. Those are the players he could get those minutes. That's a fact. I'm not just you know what I mean.
Just
Saying
ask a simple question. Do you rather Ben Saraf or Cam Thomas?
Cam Thomas.
And I see everybody like, why
Neither.
we talking about Cam? That's my fault. My fault. But
Neither.
I
No,
just when I
no.
see
What
that,
if you
That's
had
cool,
to
bro.
choose? If you had to choose between the two,
Between
Neither.
who?
Cam Thomas and Ben Saraf.
Neither.
that ain't the choice.
But listen, I ain't tripping on that. My thing is the roster is what it is, but again, I don't see Ben Seraph getting a lot of minutes because he can't finish, and he he could be turnover prone going to the paint because he not a good finisher. And Drake Powell, he just offense, he just got to be better. His
Don't
defense
worry,
is
bro.
out
Y'all
there, but
listen. Y'all go.
his offense got
Listen.
to be.
Ben Seraph is going to be out the league soon.
Yeah,
He's going to be joining Cam Thomas in China. They're going to be
yeah.
playing together.
That's all. That's it.
You
That's all
guys
to it.
you guys can get their Chinese jersey.
That's
I'm gonna
funny.
tell you right now.
You
I'm
know,
gonna tell
I'm
you right
really
now.
interested. I'm really interested to see
Cam Thomas gonna get
where
picked up
he's
by
gonna play. The
Miami,
next
man.
time I see Cam Thomas play basketball, I really want to see where he's at. Yo, serious.
That
I
nigga
feel like
played himself
Miami
out
gonna
the
pick him up.
league,
They don't got
Jay.
no money.
He
They don't
played
got
his
no money, and they need to fill roster spots. I think Miami gonna pick him up.
he played himself out the league, brother. He's cooked. I know y'all want to hear that, but he's cooked, bro. He's not gonna be back in the league.
Probably
Cam
so.
Thomas, you think it's over?
I think he's fried rice, no vegetables.
Yeah, it's possible.
Damn, you gotta take. What I will say is you gotta take that contract, man.
Hey, but never say never, man. But I don't see him coming back in the league, bro. I don't know.
No, no. Ex players said that he should have signed. Everybody was saying that he should have took that. You take that. You take that bread. That guarantee that you be in the league.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying. I understand why I said it because he was betting on himself and he didn't want to get traded. But now when I revisit the idea, I mean, it's kind of like, hold on, we gotta talk about a 30 million, right? So,
Nah, y'all
I
niggas
guess
was
it's
talking
not
about
that. I
he had.
guess.
Y'all
Remember
niggas was talking about the nigga.
No, seriously. I think I would have put the Tyree Easton, bro. I would have been like, I guess. Like, I
Y'all
take it.
niggas
Like,
was
I don't
talking
really
about the
want that,
nigga
but I
fucking.
guess.
Y'all niggas was talking about the nigga stock portfolio and how he got all this other shit going on. And he ain't really, and he could bet on himself. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joey. We were saying he could bet on himself. I
Okay.
said it too.
Talked about the other 3 businesses he owned and
Well, apparently
stock
that was
portfolio and
bad investment.
That's crazy.
Yo, he still got mad pairs of true religions. You know what I mean? Yeah, the true religion
yeah,
deal. You know what I
I
mean?
can't joke the nigga because he definitely got more money than me with all that said and done. But he fucked his bag up though.
Yes,
For
he
sure.
did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, nah, seriously. Shout out to Cam Thomas. I
Yo,
hope you
now
make
I'm
it
about
back
to
to
I'm
the
about to
game.
find Cam Thomas, man, and he coming on the show, man.
He
Hold on,
probably don't want to be
Yeah, nah, we
found,
gotta
man.
find out what
That
happened,
nigga-
man.
I'm
I heard
gonna
he's
look
not a
him up.
very. I heard he's not a very friendly person.
Oh wow, that could be possible.
Yeah, that's what the media says, man. Just like Jalen Brown was saying, man. The
I
media
don't
say
know.
anything about you if you let them
That's
tell the
true.
story. You
That's
Uh,
gotta
true
let
too.
Cam
You
tell
gotta,
his own story.
yeah.
Cam is
You
probably
can't.
a good kid from wherever the fuck he from. He
He
right.
just
just
want to hoop. He
yeah,
just want to
like
hoop. He
He
not
just
I'm
social,
not
bro. He's
saying he not
somebody
a
that
good.
shows up
I'm
to
not
work. And,
saying he not a good person, but
yeah.
from what I've read and heard from people, he's not really a people's person. You know, he don't
okay.
like.
Yeah,
but
I could
did
believe
you
Right.
hear
that.
that from
Hold
any of the
on. So what
players
I'm
on the
saying is,
team? Like that
but,
should be media bullshit. Like
right. But
and it be
hold
just
on,
like
bro. You
Jalen
know.
Brown said, it be from an anonymous source, and the source is you.
All right, Jay. Well,
But hold on. Right.
you
Right.
go
But look.
reach out to him and get him on the show.
Right, but look, but what I'm saying is, my thing is, you could have a coworker and they just good at their job. They really not social, but when they come to work, they do their job. I'm cool.
I know people like that
Like,
too.
that's not a problem for me. Like, if you not really social, but you come to work and you do your job, I'm good with that guy. And that
Yeah,
is not an issue at all. Like,
no,
I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
you come in and when you fill out the application and it says, "What about your friendly skills in the lunchroom on break?"
I ain't got
How is
none.
it? No, they don't ask you that. They just
Yeah,
ask you, "Can you do the job?"
yeah.
You know what
Sure
I'm saying?
no.
And I think that's more what it is when it came to Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas didn't really get along with nobody but Dayron Sharp. But Dayron Sharp got along with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I
That's
don't
why
know.
he's still on the team,
Hmm
even though
He
he
took them
wasn't
2 year
scoring as much
contracts,
as
bro.
Cam.
He took
And
them
y'all
2 year
niggas saying
contracts.
this shit about nobody really said anything about Cam and how he was in the locker room, but MPJ already talked about this shit. Go look it
Yeah,
up.
well, he said. Yeah, he said he
Yeah,
wasn't really.
I
You
seen
know.
that. I seen that content.
Yeah, yeah.
And
He
that was his
said.
teammate.
Yeah,
Right.
but he didn't say he was a bad person.
But he
No, I'm
always
not
was.
saying he was a bad, but then
What'd he say?
I
He
never
said.
said he was a bad person.
He said he wasn't like talkative. You know, like he didn't. You know,
Bro.
he wasn't with the rah rah. But that's
Bro,
okay.
niggas at work can tell you the same thing about me.
Yeah.
That don't mean I ain't doing my job. I don't talk to them niggas at work like that. Like
That's on
I'm there to
Sean.
work.
Listen, I blame Sean. Sean did sitting up there, and then when somebody don't do what you want to pow, you want to cry, you want to get rid of them, and all kind of dumb shit. Sometimes you don't get rid of things because it's hard. You man up.
Mm-hmm.
Sean didn't want to man up on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
He should have just pulled. He should have fuck your agent. I want to talk to you personally.
Right. But I think more of Sean, he was just, he gravitates towards
Business.
European players.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Simple.
again, as a fan, I'm just saying,
Oh, can I?
Dayron Sharp, hold on,
You can't
Dayron
sit there
Sharp,
and say.
hold
What
on,
I'm saying is nobody's saying
hello.
Cam Thomas is a bad person, but you
No,
can't
I'm
Right.
not
sit
saying
there.
that.
No, we didn't say you said that.
You
Nobody
can't
said
sit
that.
there and be standoffish in the locker room and not want to be a part of the team and act like you don't fuck with nobody and then think that's just cool. Like it's not.
No,
That's
I
true
don't think.
too, Joey.
I don't think it was
I
that.
get what you're
I think.
saying, Joey.
I think it was the honesty of Jock Vaughn not taking his career serious because you like Jock Vaughn smiled a lot, and Cam Thomas is like ain't shit funny, bro. Like I'm trying to really play, and you got me coming off of the bench, and I'm better starting. It's not like the roster is got Harden, KD, and
And
Kyrie in front of
Kyrie.
me. Like, look who you
Yeah.
got in front of me. You want me to come off of the bench, and
You got
smiling. I'm
Wilson
asking
and
you a
shit.
question, and you smiling. Then he came out with a T-shirt that said "Ain't shit funny." So I'm saying that to say he made that specifically for Jock Vaughn. And once he did that, Jock Vaughn is one of those guys that's really only in the league because he was a
All I'm
good
saying,
guy.
y'all.
Do you call somebody a company man, Jay? That was more.
That was a
All I'm
company
saying,
man.
Jock Vaughn is the company man. I
if
was
you
like,
not,
like
if
when
you
you
not a
hold on, let me say,
cultural,
Yo,
let me say,
I'm writing Cam
hold on, let me
Thomas a letter right now from Chat GPT. Know what I mean? I'm-
can I say this real quick? All
Go
I'm saying is,
ahead.
if you not a cultural fit, right,
Mhm.
and you better at least be like that. Like you better at least be like, yo, you could play. And we even seen it with Jalen Brown. Like, if you're not a cultural fit, niggas is packing you the fuck up. They getting you up out of here sooner
Yeah.
or later.
but
Like
even with
they
that Jalen Brown shit, yo, bro, they trying to make this man a villain for being a smart, intelligent black man. I'm never gonna say he did something wrong for
right,
doing
but
that.
I get what you saying. Nobody's saying he did something wrong.
Like
All
just
I'm
because
just
a black
saying is
man won't
when
smile
it,
for you,
I'm not saying he
get the
did
fuck out
anything
of here.
wrong.
Niggas ain't gotta smile.
All I'm saying and all I'm saying is if niggas feel that you're not a cultural fit, they will pack you up.
Yeah,
You
that's
will
true.
get packed up.
And they won't win.
Yeah, but
Yeah, the
that don't
Regardless of
Look
make
what
how
that
they
good
don't
you
that
look
don't
what
look.
make
they
it
did to the
right. That
Celtics.
don't make
Look
it
what
right.
they
We
did to
supposed
the team. Look at that
that
team now.
that don't make it right. Fucking, we got a smiley ass Drake Powell on the team.
Man, it
Fuck is
don't
that
make a
doing
lot
for
of
us?
shit right, Jay, but at the end of the day, they cut the checks. They don't owe you
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what
but
we
as
up
a fan,
against.
I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Yeah, go ahead, cut the not smiling guy. That's great."
No,
Like
I'm
if
not
they gonna
saying
do
go
that,
ahead
they're
and
gonna
cut the
do that. But I'm not
non-smiling
gonna
guy.
sit here and say that shit is cool.
It's my business. I feel it's my business to put the
Oh shit,
truth
the
out.
Brooklyn Bridge on fire.
That's all.
What?
That's where I come into play.
The Brooklyn Bridge caught on fire during the fireworks.
Oh, that's crazy work.
And
I
I
would
agree with what like both of y'all make a valid point. Let these guys cut the check. They're gonna do what they want to do, and the other guys, and as a black man, you don't want to be,
Right.
Just
That's all
because
I'm
I'm
saying.
not
Listen,
smiling and
I
shucking and
seen niggas
jiving
who
for
are
y'all
very
niggas.
oh, but
Niggas
we
want
see
to
it every
smile and
day though.
shucking and
yeah, we
jiving
see
ass
it every
We
niggas.
see
day.
it every day. But Jay, I get what you're saying, but it's still reality. We see niggas every day who are good at their job. But
Yeah,
at the end
yeah,
of
we
the
did.
day, if they ruffle the wrong feathers or niggas
They
feel like they're
they
not a
get the
cultural
axe.
fit, they're getting packed the fuck up.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah, that is true. I don't disagree with either one. Where we can combat that at is just putting it
Now,
out
whether
there.
we agree with it or don't, that's another discussion. You know
Nah,
what I
but that's
mean?
Yeah,
what we're talking about right now is whether we agree with it or not. It's over and done with. But I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, the next nigga that act like Cam Thomas better start smiling, better start showing some teeth for the
No,
white man.
I'm not
Show
saying
some teeth for the white man
I
before he
can't
fire you.
I can't
Get the
say
fuck
if I
out of here."
agree. I can't say if I agree with it or not because at the end of the day, I'm not at the top of management. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the context behind every situation. So we
Hold
just
on. Listen, hold on. Let me. I want to talk about what y'all
Better
talking
show
about.
some
I
teeth for
want to. Right.
Massa before he fire you.
Hold on. Let me add to the conversation. Let me just address the super chat first. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to Molly Moore underscore DC, he a moderator of the page. Shout out to him. He sent the super chat. It says Cam got cut from 2 different teams in 3 months. At some point, it's on Cam. Now, what I will say is yes, the professionalism is on Cam. When it comes down to talent, the NBA is such a machine that they're not focused on your talent if you don't have no professionalism. And because he wasn't, in my opinion, quote unquote, a troublemaker, he wasn't the equivalent of that, but I guess it was hard to get a good vibe with him. You try to shake his hand, he like, man, this nigga may give me the right contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, he probably one of those coworkers that be complaining about, like, you trying to, yo, what happened last night, bro? What's up? You linked up with Shorty? What happened? He like, yo, man, I'm trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? You trying to talk about shorties. I'm trying to get this money. So I think more of the conversation, it was hard to get in a conversation with him because he wanted to make sure he was getting paid. And since the business didn't work, I think he just was uncomfortable because it is a competitive field. You got players that
But
want to
you talk about Cam
take their
Thomas.
minutes. Yeah, Cam Thomas.
Okay, but does that show professionalism though?
Right. I'm saying that he could have been more professional as a athlete because you are a professional athlete. And I think he was more focused on the athlete part and figured the professionalism part would come. And I mean, like, look at his OGs. His OGs at the time was Kyrie, Harden, and KD. So imagine what they was telling them. You know what I'm saying? So again, like I said, it's unfortunate that he's not in the league right now. But I do think the NBA is better with him in the league. But not to make just continue to talk about that. But to y'all point about y'all saying about um uh I want to be clear because y'all was saying a lot and I was listening in the super chat. So just what are y'all talking points? So y'all was saying exactly. Y'all was talking about Jaylen Brown. Like what was y'all saying?
No, I'm speaking in general. All I'm saying is you can't. No matter how good you are, right,
Mm-hmm.
or at what you do, if you keep rubbing people the wrong way, especially people who are in the front office or who are in higher up management, they're going to eventually pack you up, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
owes you nothing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. They're gonna
like
pack you up. They're
you
gonna
sitting
pack
here,
you.
like even when you talk about the Cam Thomas thing, like we get it. You disgruntled because you're not getting in a contract.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
don't mean you got to walk around and you got to walk around the organization and in the locker
Pouting
room
and
like
shit.
somebody owe you something. Because
Right, right,
nobody don't
right.
owe you shit.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. No,
understand
no,
that.
Joe, you right. You
I feel
right.
you on
You're
that.
right. You're right.
I feel you on that. That makes sense.
I get what you're saying.
Right. That's
You
what I'm
know
saying. The
that you
professionalism, how you go about your day to
right.
day. You know what I mean? And you're not.
Joey's right
Now
though.
nobody's saying you
I get
got to
that
come
part.
kiss. No, let's not be naive here. Nobody's saying you got to kiss somebody ass or
Right,
do
right, right,
kiki.
Joey.
I get
We
that.
we know the difference between somebody who's a disgruntled employee
Mm-hmm.
And
and
somebody
somebody
kissing ass.
right.
Facts.
Right, 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 Joey. Right. I've seen
Nah,
both,
it
so
don't
I
seem
can.
like we do because Breeze
No, it
kept
was
saying the part about like, yo, a nigga could come to work, be good at his job,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have to be happy about what management is doing just because you're good at your job.
True.
Like
You
management
well.
don't
could be
have to.
doing some
You
bullshit,
definitely
and
don't
y'all get
have
up
to
here and
be.
complain about Sean Marks and Joe Tsai every night, but he can't, and he's the one
You
closest to
don't
it.
have to be, but you still need to be
But
professional.
yeah, but to
Well,
Joey's defense,
hold on, y'all. Hold on.
go ahead.
Shout to New York Nets. He gifted 5 memberships. Shout to yo. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, man, 1,000 thank yous. Shout to New York Nets. It's only $1 holla. You see, he just gifted 5 of them. Shout to all the 5 new members because of New York Nets. And again, I'm just exuding my gratitude. Just thank you, bro. But go ahead, y'all. I'm listening to y'all.
No, I was getting ready to say that I understand what Joey's saying when he says that the guys, he need to come to work to, these people cutting your check. He should have took the money. He should have took the money. He should have took the money. He should have shut up, take the 2 years, 30 mil,
Yeah,
and be in the league, become somebody, show that day in and day out that I'm that dude, and make it on court that I'm that dude. That's
All
all.
right,
Simple.
we all got kids, right? We all been
Yeah.
around kids, right? You know how it reminded me of how Cam Thomas was acting like. You know how when you don't let your kid get their way,
Right.
and they just be around the house pouting,
Yeah.
and you tell them, "Hey, such as go do this," and you could just see that look on their face, and they just pout, and then they got an attitude. Like you could they're not like you could tell like they're bothered about just like being around you and by you just telling them to go do stuff. that's that's how he looked during the contract negotiations. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying he's not
Yeah.
supposed to be frustrated. I get it, Cam. You wanna get your money, but at the end of the day, it's a certain way you go about doing stuff. Like everybody sees that kind of stuff. Like you know
Mhm.
what I mean, and it's not helping your case.
Yo, again, I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? But that being said, what I wanted to add to it is I think they look for professionalism because players right away they interconnected right to sports media. You know, you're going to be speaking about these players. You know what I'm saying? So you want to build on the relationships regardless or not if you stay on the team or not. You want, you know what I mean? That phone call will go smooth. Like, yo, how is he in the locker room? That kind of thing. Because I do think those calls are made. And, you know, I just ultimately feel like the NBA feel like they oversaturated with talent. And
Yeah.
they they are putting emphasis on the professionalism part of it because when you look at Jock Vaughn, he was in the league as long as he was because of
Mhm.
professionalism. Look at his stats. When
Right.
you look at Sean Marks, he was in the
But
league
not
as
even that
long
though,
as he was
Breeze. Can I
because
say
of
this real quick?
professionalism. Look at
I,
his
I
stats.
want to segue. I want to segue this, and you could go back right back to what you're saying. And
Yeah.
this goes back to my point. Look at Chris Paul. As great as Chris Paul is,
Hmm.
Chris Paul's a top 75 player, is going to go down as one of the best point guards. But at the end of the day, niggas got tired of his shit and told him to go the fuck home.
Hmm. Yeah. When I seen Ty Lue said "fuck Chris Paul," I said, "Damn."
And this
Then
is
they,
a fucking Hall of Famer.
right. Right. And I think ultimately because how much how much power word has. And you know, you might tell this person not to tell this person, like I'm telling you, but don't tell nobody else. They be like, yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Yo, baby. Like, you know, I think that's how word travels. So they always get back to people. You feel what I mean?
But it's
And
it's just not
again,
about that. It's just like no matter how talented you are, if
mhm.
people don't fucking like working for you, they're gonna get rid of you, bro.
We got and again, that's a part of it, the professionalism part, being easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? Or
And
being
it's
good at, or being that great where people have to work with you regardless of how you are. You know, as long as you're respectful, of course. But I think ultimately that the professionalism that gets overlooked by some of the talent that comes into the league, not understanding that you know those PR meetings are important. You know, those meetings with your agent about uh, brand deals and shit like that is important. You know, meeting with important people that want to help you invest your money or put your money here or put your money there. Or those like you hear Jalen Brown show a lot of transparency about that. Like he says, I think in his podcast, it was a clip I seen. He was like, "Yeah, you know, I have to do media. You know what I'm saying? It's in my contract." Like so they gotta do post game interviews. They gotta be professional, you know what I'm saying, and saying
So so
um
so Bill Johnson. So did Milwaukee Bucks blackball Cam Thomas too? Because the last time I checked, the Brooklyn Nets wasn't the last team Cam Thomas
well,
played for.
no no
Did
no no no.
did,
But what
did
I'm
Doc
no,
saying
Rivers
is
and the Milwaukee Bucks blackball him too?
no no
no,
no.
no.
Well, I'm not saying that. What I'm
No, I'm
saying
not
is
talking about you. I'm talking about Bill Johnson, 996 in the comments. Did he get blackballed by us or just us or the Bucks too?
I think what happened is with him with as far as blackball. Once the deal with the Nets didn't fall and they just let him go, that's a death sentence in the NBA. The GMs work together. Don't look at them as individuals when it comes to players.
But not even that. Look at Mark
It's
Jackson.
a all one business. It's all one.
Look how
They
look
gonna
at
they gonna
right.
rock
The word
together.
travels
If they
fast
want you
though.
out, if they want you out the league, it's all of them.
Exactly. Look
It
at
ain't
Mark
some of
Jackson.
them.
Look at
Yeah,
Mark, look how great Mark
yeah,
Jackson is.
yeah. He
He
can't even
still
get a
can't get a
coaching
head
job.
coaching job.
Right, right,
And that's some
exactly.
bullshit too.
Yeah, but
yeah.
you got to look at it as one. You can't look at them as individual teams. Like, okay, oh, he
Except
gonna
Bobby
go
Smith
there
and
and they're
Clark
gonna
Kent
keep
got
him.
Dark Cam Thomas. This nigga
The
stupid.
only difference between Jalen Brown
Ain't
and the
no way
rest of
Mark
them,
Jackson don't deserve a job just because of what he said or whatever. Like
the
niggas
only
was black.
difference between
No
Jalen
way.
Brown and the rest and Cam Thomas is Jalen Brown got a contract.
see, but what I'm learning
They
about the
got to
whole
pay him. They
Like,
gotta pay him.
Right.
Well, Jaylen Brown is very talented.
Yeah, but he got a contract.
Yeah, and he got a contract already. So they have to
Keep that. Remember that.
But the thing is about it is these whole having two max players, they slowing that down because
Yeah.
once you get those two max players, you where's your depth? Like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
again, I don't. This whole thing with the apron, I look at it like they all millionaires. You go over the apron, so what? But maybe that really be hitting their pockets. But I'm from a perspective where I don't understand how all of that work. Like they really care about not hitting the second apron. Like that shit really hit.
I think.
yeah.
I think they care
That's
about
like
not
it's,
paying
so
them.
it's like somebody. It's like you got like $20. I'm trying to like make it in
No,
simple
you
terms.
get
Like they got like
penalized.
$20.
Once
And
you
then,
hit certain
like-
aprons, you get penalized and certain restrictions put on your from the
I-
franchise.
I don't think the owners per se care. Like, okay, like if you are being there and you have a team or you have a percentage of the team is not making me money. It's a sport to me. Your sport might be go outside play some basketball. To them, it's owning a team.
Exactly.
They make money somewhere else. Wherever they got their money before sports, they got their money. They ain't losing their money.
Can we stop acting like this is a business for them? They're here to make a profit.
Well,
Like, yeah, we're fans, right?
I think
we're
they
fans, and it means more to us because we're fanatics. But these owners, this is a business for them. Most of these people are billionaires, and they just didn't become billionaires because they're not business minded. First,
right. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's you own it, so it's something to sell. Like they did the Lakers, they sold it and made
Right.
money. I
Exactly.
mean, they'll make money, but they still got money already. So
Right,
for them, it's more of a club. Like
right? Y'all think Prokey gave a shit about this team? No, this was a business investment for him.
right? Exactly. He sold
David
it, and that
Stern
was it.
Went to Prokey and told him, "Hey, I need you to buy the Nets because the Ratner or whatever his name is, he's going under. He's running out of money to be able to move the team, and we need somebody to help." Prokey bought the team. He invested in the team. He moved the team, and then he sold the team for a profit.
Mhm.
After a while, Saya and
Right.
them are probably going to sell the team for a profit after a while. You can see the team has already doubled in profit since they bought it.
Right. And I think the tier thing is
But
there.
his wife won it with the Liberty. That's what it's like. Y'all sleep together.
Yeah,
like,
they
go
making
home
money.
together. Like,
Bro, I just seen some
state
shit
of
on
the
YouTube.
Liberty. Then you talk about the state of the Brooklyn Nets. You don't want to be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You won a championship for the Liberty. I'm gonna win a championship for the Brooklyn Nets. You don't
Right.
have those conversations.
Now I heard that they said that they not going to try to sell a team because this is like a legacy play for their children. This is something they want to pass down to their family. But
Hopefully, their kids
Don't-
like hoop.
I don't know how
children
true
like
that is.
hooping. Like children like basketball.
however, they do got people buying into the buying percentages of the organization now, like the
Oh
Koch
yeah, and
family.
that dude just got a higher position this year. The dude the Koch son or whatever, he's
Yeah.
now special assistant to Sean Marks, where
Correct.
he was something else, an entry level position for the past 2 years or whatever. But they just promoted him to Sean Marks special assistant.
So
Right.
he's kind of doing what Jeff Peterson did when he was here.
Man, they just made up a position.
He's getting ready to take over for Sean Marks.
I don't think so. I think it's just a made up position because his family owns 15%. They just made some shit up for him to fucking have a job. Because the Koch family only own 15%. They're not majority owner.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah, they're gonna buy more. They're gonna buy
Now,
more.
whether this is like, okay, he's learning the business or whatever, or learning what they need to do. So eventually, like when they make a play to buy the team, they'll be good, or buy majority of the team, the Koch family. That could be it.
Yeah. And again, I just like I said, I imagine that energy resonates with the Joe side, knowing that the Liberty won it. Like they set it off. Like everybody talk about the Knicks. Let's not forget, in this decade, the Liberty set it off. They set it off, and they did it at the Barclays. They won a WNBA championship at the Barclays. The first
That's why I'm
championship
getting a Liberty
in
hat.
this decade came from the Liberty, not the Yankees, not the Mets, not the Rangers. It came from the and they play at the Barclays. It came from the Liberty, bro. It came from the New York Liberty. So I'm saying that to say, come on, man, that shit gotta resonate. That shit gotta resonate, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
Joey, I want to ask Joey something. Joey,
yeah.
um, that symbol that you use in the icon, that B, is that the new symbol for this summer?
No, that's
Or
the I
60
think the
years.
65th anniversary Brooklyn
Yeah.
Nets
so are
symbol.
they going to make hats for that with that color
Um, they're
or with
supposed to
that
be.
symbol?
You're supposed to be.
Yo, that hat. They doing a raffle for that hat that y'all was talking about at the draft.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Nets
Yeah,
sent
that
me
is.
an email to win this hat.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got that same joint. I got that email too. They
Yeah.
just need to sell them, man. Like what the hurry up and put and drop them.
I thought they was selling the hats.
Not that
Not
color
yet.
yet. Not yet. I've been looking. I ain't see it.
I did heard
Go
they
look
was
on my
probably
Twitter
gonna.
real
So I
quick.
just
Go look
found
on my
Cam
Twitter.
Thomas' email. I sent him an email, man. You
For
gonna
All
real?
right.
For real?
Yeah, I
Jay?
yeah.
think I posted on
Hey.
my Twitter. Go look. That's y'all talking about. You talking about the draft hats?
No, that hat, that symbol, that B right there with that red, white, and blue.
No, I don't think I know they selling the draft hats.
Yeah, I seen the draft hat,
Yeah,
but
the
I'm talking,
draft hats is the black one with the little bedazzle shit on it that everybody
but
see.
I'm talking about that B right there that Joey has.
Yeah,
You
that's
see
the
that B?
with the ABA basketball on
Right. I want one of those.
They be
I
selling for
want,
about goddamn 50 or
I
$60.
want that symbol. I want that B right on my front of my hat.
it. Yeah. But you know what? I think winning the championship, we also got to understand these owners want to win, but it also makes their franchise more money and more valuable and
Right.
more
Exactly.
visibility. So
Exactly.
when they go to flip it and sell it, it makes them
Yeah.
more money.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So
Oh, they're gonna make money
it's
off of
all
it.
about business first with them, man. These people don't care, bro. Like about no dumbass championship. I mean, they care, but they care about it from a business aspect.
But see, that's what I don't understand about the business aspect. Because when you win, you make a lot more money. And this dude that fucking owns the Knicks scared to go into the second apron. They made all of that money. And if they actually put together a competent team again, keep the pieces that they had to
Right.
try to win and try to win again, you don't think y'all gonna make way more money if you win back to back?
So let me answer that. I'm gonna answer that for you. And this is the reason why. The thing is, um, the Knicks owner, Dolan, he already made a shit ton of money, right? Right? He made a ton of fucking money from this Knicks run. On top of that, he owns a legacy franchise. So it doesn't matter if the Knicks are bad. It doesn't matter if they're good. He's going to fucking make money. He's just going to make a shit ton more of money when they're fucking good. Now, he doesn't want it. He just won it, right? He made a shit ton of money. He's not trying to go into the first and second apron and do all of that because he's like, listen, I got I already made a shit ton of money. I'm not going to invest no more in this team, and y'all niggas probably ain't going to win anyway. The East is going to be stronger. We really won it on some fluke shit. So why would I sit here and go into the second apron knowing there's a good chance that we not repeating?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Business wise, they not trying to lose no money. I get it.
They're gonna sell mad tickets.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to point this out because like I know I forgot who we were talking about, but I know people were talking about Josh Jefferson. I really think
Yo, you think what? What you think?
I think it's right. But what I'm
Edge of
saying
my
is,
seat.
bro, Dolan
Word
done
up.
ate. Dolan been eating off the Knicks when they was losers, and
Even when they were losing,
he
Joey.
done ate three folds off of this Nick run right here.
Oh shit, he done made
He's
ton
sitting
of
like a
money.
fat rat. He don't care. He like, nah, I'm good.
Uh,
I'm gonna just keep this bread.
And,
Bree,
and
y'all
they
can hear
don't
me?
want to empower the players. Why would they want to empower players?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
now we
we
can.
can, you know.
You say
No,
you think
I want to get back to saying what I was saying, man. I got people calling me every day time I get on. I'm like, God, dog. But yeah, I want to get back to what I'm saying. I think Josh Jefferson. I think he the Julius Randle replacement. So when I watch the game, kind of remind me like Draymond Green in his prime. I mean, he could play make out the post, to shoot the three, and can defend. I think he the Julius Randle replacement. Remember I said that.
who?
Okay.
You
Josh
talking
Jefferson.
about
Joshua
Josh Jefferson. We
Joshua
Okay.
talked about
Jefferson.
this already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we know he got a complete game and he can play make and he can pass. He's 6'9", 250. He should be the backup for Randall. I think he should fall underneath Randall as probably like a protege. But at the
I
end of
agree.
the day, we also have to understand is there's still a battle for the backup four position. Now I know y'all don't like Clowney and y'all gonna joke, but you still got Clowney, you still
Mhm.
got Wolf, you gonna still have Bilodeau there.
I
So
guess.
it's
No, that's
not
fine.
going to be a clear cut like yo
Hey,
he's the backup four.
somebody gonna get cut. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody gonna sit that bench, man.
Yeah,
Hard to
I
say.
think Clowney. I think Clowney's gonna be the odd man out when it's all said and done, unless he vastly
Mhm.
improves this year.
Because I
Yeah.
think Josh Jefferson, he more physical and he more defensively. Like he does everything you want. Like I'm talking about as a player, he does everything you want.
Yeah, for you for sure. He nice. I like him.
Y'all
I
like?
think he gonna do work for us.
I think when it's time to trade Julius Randle, I think he should get that starting. Like I think he should be like I think he should be in the rotation. Somebody has to start.
What if the Nets don't trade Randall for a while?
No, I'm talking about
Sign.
like near
Yeah,
future. I'm
no,
talking
he
about
on
near
a
future.
2-year contract, bro. He
No,
got
no,
2 years
no,
in the contract,
no. I'm
bro.
talking about near future wise. I'm talking about
Oh,
Randall ain't gonna
okay.
be here for long term. I'm talking about like near future. I
Mm.
feel like he should get the start. Okay.
But the thing about him is, we got to understand too. He's an older player, and the Nets drafted him and drafted an older player because they want somebody a little bit more seasoned that can come in and kind of make an impact right
Mhm.
away. Joshua Jefferson. He's like what 22 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's not like no spring chicken. So he's been around. He's been playing basketball longer than most of the rookies that we drafted, or
Mm.
most of the young guys that we have.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see.
was just looking at Clowney's stat last season for his 3-point shots. They let it fly. They let it fly, and it just long story short, without focusing on it, he got to be more efficient if he's gonna, what I mean, get more minutes with the Brooklyn Nets.
But
Because that I see a lot of teams want to stretch for. It's not just the Brooklyn Nets. You see Detroit Pistons, they trying to get a stretch for. The Spurs, they got Julian Champagnie, they trying to get a stretch for. The
Right.
stretch for is a common thing in the NBA right now. You know what I'm saying? And Noah Clowney, they want him to be it. And I see the vision, but I mean, them shots now they gotta fall.
But not even that though, Breeze. Even if he is a stretch four, right? And let's say his shot is falling, right? Clowney
Mm,
still has to do more. You have to play better defense than what you're playing. You have
mm,
to rebound better.
that's true. Yeah. Hell
You're
yeah.
not doing nothing. Not, the one thing you're supposed to be doing, hitting your shots, you're not even doing that.
Word.
So it's like
Word.
no positives. Like what can we take? I mean, granted, I get it. He's gotten better, but it's no strong suit in his game that you can hang your hat on.
Mm.
Am I
Yeah.
bugging?
Nah,
No,
nah.
you're not bugging. You're not
That
bugging.
makes sense. That makes sense.
It's like he ain't no expert at nothing.
So he's a subpar rebounder. He's not shooting the three ball well, and
Mm.
he's not a good defender.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah.
that's why I say we already know Randall is going to be the starting for off rip. That's why I say the backup four is up for grabs for real
Yeah.
between Joshua, Clowney, and Danny.
Hmm.
I don't know where they're gonna have Danny yet. They might have Danny at the five. I don't know. I think he's more suitable for the four. Leaf
Mm.
want him to be the starting five. That's
Yeah.
another discussion. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
but nah, the reason why I had started leaning towards what Leaf was saying is because Danny put that extra 10 pounds on. So like
Right.
you already 250. You put the 10 pounds on. Now you 260. You 6'10". You basically see that they traded Claxton. He probably put on the 10 pounds as soon as they traded Claxton. Like, oh,
Let me get 5 hamburgers
So
right
here's the
now.
thing then. So
my
okay,
time to do my thing. You
let's
know what I
just say
mean?
we looking at it from let's say we looking at it from this viewpoint. Danny is going to be a 5, right? He's going to be a 5 for us. He's in that rotation with Day Day and Wagner. So when we look at our wings, right? When we look at our fours, who did I pretty much leave you with? Randall, who we know going to be starting.
Right.
Joshua Jefferson, who we just
Mhm,
drafted.
mhm.
Clowney, who
Yeah,
we've had that's been a project, and probably Billado. So, with that
right.
being said, Clowney is going to have Jefferson and Billado on his heels.
I think that's a good thing for Nets fans because I'm gonna be like this. Connie missed those first 2 3 pointers. Sit him
Snittle.
on the bench. Please.
Sit on a
I'm telling
bench.
you, I could watch the game in comfort zone because I could feel like last season they really had nobody to go to as a backup for. But now with Julius Randle starting at the 4, Noah Clowney coming off the bench, if you're not playing well, and somebody like the way I
Somebody
seen
else.
Tyler play, Tyler
Somebody
was
like
aggressive.
Josh Jefferson
Yeah,
start picking up.
yeah, and Tyler played like he want the minutes. Tyler played like that backup 4 spot is up for
I'm
It's
grabs.
telling
here.
y'all, I'm telling y'all, that's a sleeper pick for us, bro. I think him and Josh are sleeper picks for the Nets. I like
Sure
both of those
enough.
picks.
Me too. I
Yeah,
do.
yeah. I think
That's why.
because yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
son.
that. No. I was saying that's why I have us winning over 35 games. But
Now
Yeah,
we
no, I
gonna
think
see. We gonna see
yeah.
if Wolf is ready for this, ready to play the 5. We definitely gonna see it. It's gonna be interesting. He put on the weight. Some people think he can play it. Some people don't.
gonna find out,
We
Joey.
gonna
Right?
find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think ultimately, like they know that they could get minutes, and again, like Dayron Sharp is a testimony to all of the guys that's coming on the team. Somebody like Joshua Jefferson, they could go to Dayron Sharp. They seen Dayron Sharp on a 4-year rookie scale contract, take a 2-year contract, come off that contract, get a bigger 2-year contract. Like they could talk to Dayron Sharp and he could talk to them and build with them and show them about professionalism and you know what I'm saying, how to, stay in the rotation. Because regardless of what we say about Sharp, he somehow or another stayed in the rotation. He really didn't get a lot of starts, but it was always a need for Dayron Sharp. Always a need for what he does. And
Right.
regardless of what Tyler or Joshua do, there's still a need for what Dayron Sharp does. He provides a special rebounding skill that the Brooklyn Nets so dearly need. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Word. But he not. But I think Tyler and Joshua got the offensive side on the Day Day. Like I think yeah, we get a double Day Day, but maybe a Joshua and a Tyler scored a bucket. I never seen Dayron do a fucking bump fade. Never. I never seen him do a pump fake from the 3 point line, two three dribbles, bump fade. And I seen Tyler do that shit tonight. So I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, but Tyler really a 4. Day Day's a 5, isn't he?
Right, but I'm saying that to say that's why they all fit in the rotation because they do different things.
Right.
Joshua and Tyler seem like they're gonna be, they could get their own bucket inside the 3 point line.
Right.
Really can't depend on Dayron Sharp to get his own bucket inside the 3 point
Oh,
line. But
absolutely not.
he can get you a second chance opportunity. He could
Well,
get you
Day
a
Day,
second chance
I will
opportunity.
say this: Day Day is probably the least efficient offensive center that we have on the roster. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, it is.
So when you look at Danny, Danny can shoot the 3, he can handle the ball, good finish around the rim. We all know Mo Wagner is a pretty decent, okay shooter, and he has an okay finish. But I mean, Day Day's more like a workhorse center. Like he's gonna do the dirty work. Like he's gonna
Yeah.
bang in the paint. He's gonna get the putbacks. He's gonna grab the rebounds. He's not
Mm.
really no high skill offensive center like that. You know what I mean? That's not his forte.
Yeah, and that's fine, especially if we got Danny Wolf and a more.
Yeah,
But
gonna need somebody like him.
yeah, I think he between Danny Wolf and Mo Wagner offensively because we're not getting no offensive sharp. I really want to see them score 20 points between each other.
But the
I
thing
should
is,
be able to
Breeze,
get
can I
10 from
do
Danny
we
Wolf and 10 from Mo.
do we really need a lot of points from our center when we got Randall, MPJ, and Michael and Yegor?
I agree with you.
Mm,
I'll lean to that and say, yeah, we need them to be more rebounders than scorers. But it's different though. I expect Danny to facilitate. I expect Day Day to rebound. I expect Mo to score. Like I expect them to do three different things. You know what I'm saying? But I do want all of them to kind of help rebound. Like, come on, Mo, you're a center. At least give us 5 rebounds. Like you can give us 1 rebound a quarter, one, and then an extra one. You know what I'm saying? And Dayron, I think he's gonna be double Day Day. If not, he'll have 10 rebounds, maybe not 10 points, but 10 rebounds because Randall is gonna be an
Breeze, I think
interior ball handler. Yeah.
out of all of our bigs, Wolf might be the weakest rebounder out of all of them.
You
Um,
think
we'll
Mo
see.
Wagner's a better rebounder than Danny Wolf?
you said what?
Mo Wagner, you think he a better rebounder than Danny
Yes,
Wolf?
yes.
Okay. I didn't
Um,
see Mo Wagner play a lot, so I
the
don't really.
but the thing that's going to help us though in the rebounding department is that we got a pretty good 3 and 4 who rebound. So MPJ and Randall rebound pretty good.
yes, they do.
So we you know what I mean. Even if we kind of slacken a little bit at the center, not
Yeah.
rebounding, we got wings who rebound the ball pretty well.
Yes, we do. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we doing, man. We're gonna be all right, man.
We're gonna be good.
Taking over New York, so
It's just
Yeah,
a matter of time.
yeah. I
yeah, it
think
is.
y'all already
Igor
know,
showed you that today. He
right?
showed
Yeah,
you that
yeah.
yesterday. It's a matter of time.
Yeah. See what I'm pushing. I'm pushing zero. We look around while see who here while we at 0 championships because we gonna win one. I'm saying that, and I'm saying I'm keep. Well, I heard Mikal Brown say him and Julius Randle say shock the world. So hashtag shock the world. Like I'm pushing these things because I believe in it. I really feel like it's just all I can do is anticipate it, and I'll accept not seeing Mikel in the summer league game, but I ain't gonna lie, Nets fans finna flip some tables if he ain't playing in the preseason.
Man, they talking about he don't play till goddamn Monday, man.
Yeah, that's what they saying, bro. That's crazy. I know you wanted to see him play. You already got his. You know what I'm saying? You told us
Yeah,
about
I want to see
Mikel.
him
You was
play,
one of
man.
the first ones to tell us about Mikel Brown Jr. So
Hold on, I wanna say something. I want to reply to this guy that says Danny Slowfoot. Everybody's saying Danny is Slowfoot, and y'all said this before last season, but Danny moved his feet pretty well. I'm I'm
For
not
his size,
saying
he do.
I'm not saying he like some like Claxton or so nimble, but he moved his feet pretty well last year. And
He
listen,
caught.
guys, none of our centers are really that nimble. Mo Wagner ain't gonna be great on the perimeter, neither is Dayron. So come
hmm
on, man. Like,
I
yeah.
know one thing. Danny was calling out the plays in on the court. He was telling people where to be at.
right.
I know. I seen that
hmm
on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
I mean, he's at least coordinated. Like he's big, but he's not like some big goofy dude tripping over his feet. You know?
No,
Right.
no.
And what I will say is one of my favorite things is that he's a big that if he got a clear three or a clear drive, he'll take that drive to the lane and dump the ball.
Hey, what I'm about to say. I know if Igor developed that, I could just imagine what the fuck. I could imagine what Nolan gonna do. If I'm seeing Igor put on that, and it looked like Nolan put on some muscle when he was at that thing with the kids, play with the kids and stuff. I can just imagine what Nolan gonna do. I'm just looking at what Igor did. I can just imagine what Nolan gonna do.
You
Okay.
think Nolan is going to improve?
Yeah, I believe that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did
he
you
might
think
See
come.
them
Ben
guys. I've
Surratt?
been watching. No, I don't know. No, you come back with the same moves over and over. No, no,
Yo, hold
you
on.
ain't show me nothing. You
Yo,
ain't show
hold
me
on.
nothing.
Oh, let me ask y'all this because Dennis Milton been putting this in the chat for like a season or two. I've been seeing this, and I don't really speak too much, but shit, we coming close to that season. He said, remember, shout out to Dennis Milton, he a moderator on the show. He said, remember I said NBA champs 2027, 2028 season. So he predicted next season we win the NBA championship.
We
Now,
do that. Man, hey,
like I'm like, yo, now what would we have to do for that to happen? Like it would have to be a stellar backcourt in the Yeager and Mikal Bridges.
yeah, they have to take a crazy week.
MPJ would have to have an all-star type of year. Randall playing with a vengeance. And the center, we would have to make that work some type of way. But Nolan
He got
would
take
have
a
to be
crazy
coming
week.
off of the bench. Everything we have to be clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, we would have to have double the luck that the Knicks had.
Double the luck, you said?
Yeah, every
Hey,
favorable.
breathe. That's a crazy week they got to take. Well, Michael league will have to be crazy. Well, Igor league gonna keep improving. But Michael league will have to be crazy.
Nah, I know we joke. I don't see it happening, but it's good to
It
think
can
that
happen.
way.
I get about 2030. We coming around that range.
Hey, a couple of injuries, a favorable
feel it.
playoff
If
series.
Favorable matchup, right?
If that's what it is, and we could end the decade off with a championship, that would be the Liberty, the Knicks, and Brooklyn. That's 3 times a charm. It's possible.
I think we could win one 29, 2030. I believe that.
I thought about this shit today. I just want to see the Nets win a championship before I die, and I'm happy, man, bro.
Damn! Don't tell me. Don't say that, Joey.
I do, bro. Just win.
I believe you with that. I'm still young.
You gotta at least get one, man.
I'm not young, man. I don't know how long.
Yo, hold on, y'all.
Chicken either.
Hold on, y'all. We got one female in the chat that might talk basketball with us, man. So just say hello to Monique real quick. You know what I'm saying? The demographics of my show is 99% guys.
99.5
type of female presence on the show.
You sure that's the female?
Talk about female.
I don't know.
Because it don't say Monique, it say Mo Unique. So that could just be Mo.
Oh wow! Pause. Hey, real quick, I got a
Jay
question.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if that's a female.
I got a question for you.
That could just be Mo. Know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true.
I got a question for you.
Could be unique. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's why we don't know.
Name Most. It's not middle name unique. I don't know.
Yo, Breeze, I got a question for you while we talk about females, bro.
Oh shit!
What happened to Marley, man? She was dope, bro. The chick that
Marley on Wednesdays?
Yeah.
If you want to know my theory, you want to know my Wally theory.
Nah, cause she really know basketball though.
But what I'm saying is she gonna meet guys like that, and she was going to the games. You know what I'm saying?
You got wifed up?
I think so. She
wifed up on Wednesdays now?
Yeah, Wally wifed up on Wednesdays. That's a fact. I think that was what really happened because imagine you into a shorty and she on a Big Fan Breezy podcast talking basketball. And I'm like, yo, you fuck with that nigga, son? Like, what the fuck going on?
In the spaces talking to mad niggas.
Like, seriously, I think like, that nigga podcast.
See, look, Mo said chill, guard.
God. You stupid, Jay. Jay, you crazy, Jay.
No, seriously. See, this is what I'm saying. When I look at the analytics, bro, this is a guys show. Like, women is not watching this show, and I think part of it was because we wasn't on camera a lot. And I mean, we talk about basketball, bro. Like, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? But women are invited. Y'all are welcome. Y'all can join the chat. If y'all watching and not saying anything, y'all can join the chat. It's all good. It would be great to have a woman voice. Shout out to Dawn. She graced the show. She was dope. I had her on Fan of the People. We interviewed her about her and just being the fan that she is. She's dope. She
really the big fan for real.
Right. I mentioned in just conversation the Spencer Dinwiddie sneakers. She unraveled the Spencer Dinwiddie sneakers right there on camera.
That's dope.
Dawn is the best. When I say
speaking of Spencer Dinwiddie, Spencer was on X saying he can still play in the league. He still got something in him. Spencer was like he can still get something to an NBA team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not this one. Not the Brooklyn.
Speaking of Dawn, You got to vote for her, Breezy. You seen that? She sent that to you.
What
Her
I
and
seen on
her,
Instagram, what is it?
her, and her man. They in some contest with a
Y'all,
magazine for
y'all want to know something crazy?
the best sports couple or some shit
Y'all,
like that.
Oh
So
yeah, I gotta do that.
y'all want to
yeah,
know
nigga
something
got to
crazy though?
vote for them
Yeah, what
on
up?
Monday.
After 2028, you know KD will be a free agent. I won't be surprised if KD trying to come back. 'Cause this is
Come
what he
back
do.
to bring the sniper back to the borough.
Well, so
Watch
he can
now.
be.
Cause look, he ready a free agent in 2028.
That's
I
tough.
feel like if he don't work out with the Rockets, he coming back home. Before he come back home to Brooklyn.
You say it's home. Brooklyn is home for KD. Should have never
That's what you're
left, huh?
saying.
Yeah. I ain't feel like KD had one of these, to be honest with you.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
he did. He could have stayed if he wanted to. He wanted the league.
He
He
said
he
good fight and he left.
he wanted to get Sean Marks fired and
I ain't blaming what
Steve
Sean
Nash
Marks told him.
fired.
It
They
was
didn't
Jacques Vaughn,
fire
I
them,
think.
so he said we out. He didn't believe in Sean Marks' vision. A lot of us don't.
Well, I don't blame him with
Yeah,
Sean Marks, so I don't blame him with
I
that.
don't. And he said he a Brooklyn Nets for life, but
Yeah.
that's resonate with the fans. I don't know if the front office got the same sentiments.
Man, if he'd have went to the damn Celtics, I'd have went on the KD hate campaign.
I don't think
With
he'll
me
go
too.
with Celtics. That's not his type
Nah,
of sound. He don't.
nah, he ain't gonna mess with that.
And he cool with Tatum. Tatum used to go to his school, like KD's basketball camp type shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Tatum used to go there. Like, he don't, and he could play with Tatum if he want. I
I
think
feel like
KD.
he gonna try to come at home 2028. Cause once we start to
If
get
he go
good,
to
this is what
Washington,
they
I'm
do.
gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
like, God damn, y'all
he a
just
free agent in
killed me.
2028. Don't be surprised he's trying to come back to Brooklyn. That's why I think
I
he's going to
think
come
he
back.
might go back to OKC. League.
Okay.
Bring the
I don't know why
sniper
they don't
back to
want him.
the borough, man.
All right.
He need
Yo,
to come back to
yo,
Brooklyn.
hold on. He said, word. That brother probably looking for some female attention. Nah,
Yeah.
bro. It's not that. It's that. I just think females help the show grow too. You know what I'm saying? Females, and again, I just think it's rare to have a woman like a sports analyst that's a female. Like they hardly or they shy to talk about sports. And sometimes when they do, they in a whole relationship. They ain't trying to
Yeah.
have you know what I'm saying, girl going on no podcast. They, you know what I mean, talk ball with me, baby. You want to talk ball with a bunch of dudes on the podcast? So it'd be tough to get women in the chat, man. But shout out to the guys, man. Y'all know what it is. But yeah, man, I ain't worried about no women, man. I'm focused. But that being said, yeah, man. I hope. I see Diego. I think he's focused. I think Mikael Brown Jr. is focused. I think Julius Randle's a father, is a family man. I think MPJ is the only one that you know what I mean. But he be hooping, so you can't even be mad at him. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you can't get mad at him.
Word.
He definitely be hooping.
Yeah. Yo, K Mel Francis, just please just show me you good. You know what I'm saying? I can't have nobody flashing the Frank. I've been traumatized. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, so I just need to know that you good and you can come on the panel. It's cool, bro. Like, that's the more merrier. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be worried about that when I do my show. I'll
Yeah,
be like,
yo, that shit happened to me before. You try to be cool with everybody, you know what I'm saying? You think everything all good because you wouldn't do it. Just because you wouldn't do it don't mean that
somebody
somebody
else
else
won't do
wouldn't
it.
do it.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah, I just wanted to just see, just to make sure you good. You know what I'm saying? You can come on the panel. The more Nets fans, the better. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta do the screening. That's just part of the job. You know what I mean? That being said, you're welcome. But just show me you good in the studio. You can just flash your camera on Mac quick, like 2 seconds, and you good. You know what I'm saying? Word. I don't want to relive that's the situation again. Like I'm good. I'm good. You know what I mean?
That shit crazy.
Yeah, like
Is that who Aura Mel's is? Because Aura Mel's was saying, how can he mic up?
yeah. I think that's K Oramel, K Mel Francis, and I was
Okay.
just trying to make sure they good. People they just the show becoming it's
Nah, I know
growing.
what you mean.
So, yeah, so. people there be trolls. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all right, yeah, you good, you good, you good. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. All right, so yeah, you don't have to keep your camera on. That's just optional for you if you want. You can keep it off. But I just wanted to make sure you still. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining the panel for one. You know what I mean. Two, thank you for taking the test and passing the test. We appreciate you. But what's good, K-Mel Francis? What's the word, man?
Nah, I was watching y'all show yesterday. I was like, yo, y'all some funny niggas on here, son. Yo, everybody know funny. I'm like, everybody know they basketball. Everybody know what they talking about. I'm like, yo, I gotta join this shit, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. We be trying to talk with you, man.
Word, shout out to you, bro.
Facts.
Shout out.
Salute, family.
Word. So you a Nets fan?
It's funny. I mean, I'm a Nets fan. I'm down the block from Barclays Center. That's number one. So
Oh,
I
so
definitely
you're not far from Fort Greene, where I
nah,
used to be
I
at.
buy like Gowanus over there, like White Coat.
Oh, by Gowanus. Okay. All
Heard.
right. Yeah, that's not far.
Third Ave, Fourth Ave area, right over there by
Yeah,
Barclays.
3rd Avenue, 4th Avenue. Yeah. I know
Yeah,
that's
so
that.
I'm like, yo, shout out to the Knicks. They did it for the city, but I couldn't go
Yeah.
to that.
Ooh.
I couldn't go to that march. I'm from Brooklyn. We got to see
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I ain't go to that parade. I was at
Me
work.
neither. I didn't go neither.
Yeah, and it's funny because I seen something earlier. I seen something earlier where because I was writing in a chat yesterday, and I was like, would LeBron sign somewhere with Bronny? Because everything he do got to be with Bronny, and
For sure.
I felt like Rich Paul and them kind of had Bronny get drafted in the second round intentionally. They probably told him, "Yo, be trash, because we're gonna get you a better contract." Anybody from like 1 through 30 got guaranteed contracts, guaranteed 4-year contracts. Once
Mm,
you in the second round, you can negotiate it any way you want. You can negotiate 1 year, 4 years, $50 million. If they believe in you, they would do it. And Rich Paul and Clutch Sports, they real strategic on how they do shit. So I'm like, is that LeBron playing the whole time? Be trash. Once they had the Lakers, they had nothing but development coaches. Nate McMillan. When the last time you heard Nate McMillan?
Yeah, right.
Well,
Yeah.
I had seen you with this take the other day, and I agree with it because again, just the business savvy of it makes a lot of sense. And I think
Right.
Savannah told him to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
Savannah said, "You better do that shit. Don't have my son out here." Uh, uh, I think he got. Didn't he get somebody seated up? He about to have a baby, right? Bronny?
I think
I
so.
don't
I
know.
heard. I heard. I think he
I know.
is.
Hold on. Let me tell y'all my take, and I feel like LeBron is definitely going to the Cavs, even though we keep hearing all of these teams thrown around this, that, and the third. If he
Yeah.
want to do his last dance, like the story is the Cavs, bro. He
Yeah,
started
yeah.
there, he ends there. He does the documentary of the last dance type shit.
Yep.
Like the
Yep.
story is the Cavs
Yeah,
and
yeah,
bringing
yeah.
his son back there too, if possible.
Mm,
Like all of that shit. That's the story. Like all these other teams, like he already said, it's not about money. Know what I mean, for him, it's about like a great basketball fit. All of these other teams that he could go to that everybody's talking about,
It's the
he's not gonna
Cavs.
be. He's like if he go to Philly, he not gonna have the ball a lot. Know what I mean?
Nope. Nope.
He go
Nope.
to Miami. It's not really about him. The only team where the ownership knows him well, where he'll be super comfortable there. He could kind of have his way. I feel like it's the Cavs, bro.
mm.
Yeah, I feel it too. I feel it's the Cavs.
Um, I wanted to say Minnesota because I wanted to see him play with Ant Man, and they don't have a championship. And I was thinking
Okay.
he would help the Wolves win, they first NBA championship. But it's hard to go against that logic. I understand NBA and just the entertainment value of it. Like you said, the legacy part of it. It's hard to ignore that, and it's cold as hell in Minnesota. I can't.
Could you
LeBron is
imagine if he
you in
win?
LA. You're not gonna go from LA to Minnesota. You just not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get a true Laker, the Minneapolis Lakers. I mean, them old
uh,
schoolers.
Facts.
right.
That is true though. They did start as the Minneapolis Lakers. But what's your take on it though, Mel? What you think?
I mean, with Minnesota, I felt like he should have went to Minnesota, but at the same time, Like Anthony Edwards is the type of person to tell you about yourself, even if it was KD. Though, like he got that dog in him where he don't care who it is on his team. He feel like you're the man. But it could probably work because you got LaMelo Ball. He could pass, but I don't know. Like when I'm looking at all the teams that, like when I looked at the 2020 championship chip that they got in LA against Miami, you had not Russell, but you had Rondo. You know, I can't name everybody on there, but the niggas that he had, Danny Green, certain niggas, Dwight Howard, you had majority defenders on your team, right?
Yeah.
So y'all really won. Every team that he kind of had like defenders on his team or old superstars on his team, but we never really seen him really work well with a young star for real. And that would have been Kyrie, but we all know how that turned out. So
Right.
I don't know. Like if you go to Cleveland, they definitely got to move Mitchell. I feel like they got to move Mitchell only because I think he could win it with Harden. Only because like he could draw a lot of contact, get to the free throw. You're gonna need that in late games. Everything is dependent on matchups. Like when I looked at the Spurs and the Knicks finals, I'm like everything was done based off matchups. Like you had Mike Brown playing like 12 players, and Mitch Johnson only played probably like 8 niggas, and he should have played Harper more. But
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So when I see
Yeah.
that, I'm like, what would LeBron do in this situation? Because even if he go to Philly, whether he go to Minnesota, how well will he work with
Philly
young?
is tough, man, because Philly
Yeah,
they got Wade at the four, but you could easily bench Wade
yeah,
and start Braun.
yeah. Because even, I mean, not to be long winded, but like even when I was watching like the last finals that Miami went
Mm.
to the chip with San Antonio, like he was doing everything. Damn near Brown was damn near doing everything, but he gave out game one because they were saying, oh, it was too hot in there, it was no AC. And he said he got a cramp. But I'm like, nah, he really gave up because he felt like nobody else was performing for real. Like he
Right.
clashed with Mario Chalmers, and I felt like if Mario Chalmers was just, got a little bit more, you know, love from Braun a little bit instead of them little dogging him, even though he was messing up here and there, but I think that could have worked. I think that could have worked. But, it just all depends on what LeBron is. And one more thing too, right? LeBron saying he want to play for happiness and don't care about the money. If that was the case, he would have been signed to whatever team. I just think that he wants to have Bronny with him wherever he goes, so he could tell Bronny how to move in this shit. And the CBA, right? The CBA always updates every 7 years. I think it's up in the next 2 years. So when I'm
Yeah.
looking at that, every time Bron, orchestrated his contracts, it was based off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants,
Yeah.
he wants the most money. He taking the max, the bare minimum of whatever the max is. But I'm just like, damn, how can you build around LeBron if you're taking the max all the time? If you go into, Cleveland, you already got James Harden. I don't know what his contract is, but I'm pretty sure Mitchell was getting paid crazy. Evan Mobley
Yeah,
get.
yeah. Yeah.
It's like, how would y'all work out with the money? So it just really depends on if he is gonna do it for less money. He's
If it was
definitely.
about the money, I
Mhm.
think I think the Lakers is the ones that could have paid him the most money.
I agree.
But
That's a fact.
I don't think
Like
it's
he would have
about the
stayed
money.
there if it was about the money.
I don't think it's about the money. I think it's the whole thing with him is that he is selective of where he want to go, but the expectations of when you put LeBron on your team is something that maybe he again. My thing is just so you know where I'm going with this. I think he want to stay in the league until the expansion teams come. Because when the expansion teams come, he's going to retire as a player, and then he's going to be a GM or owner or something like that.
Mhm.
I
And y'all
think
want to hear something
LeBron.
crazy?
I don't think he leaves basketball. I don't think he leaves basketball. Like
No, he don't want to
Bro,
leave
did
basketball.
y'all know that Bronny sold more jerseys than Luca last year?
I
Stop
did not.
lying. Stop lying, Jay.
Bronny is the leading jersey seller on that team and one of the leading selling jersey sellers in the league.
That's
Like,
wild.
so
Wow.
even if he's not performing the way people expect him to perform, he's still a cash cow. Still,
Yeah,
Hmm.
Wow, I didn't know
Yeah, I
that.
did not know that.
I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
it's crazy. And then another thing is too. I was seeing something on YouTube the other day. It's like, yo, LeBron never made a dynasty team. And I was like, I don't know, because I feel like Cleveland was close to it, but they didn't win enough. I mean, they could have.
Yeah, they were good enough, but they just didn't get the breaks.
And I'm like, damn, like, how was like? I see they did the whiteboard. He like, all right, Dallas. They saying all these teams, Dallas,
Mhm.
Denver, Cleveland, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I think that was Jay that said that. Like, I think he is going to Cleveland because at the end of the day, you over there with your old teammates playing these games to make it seem like the decision. I knew he wasn't going to sign until after this week because I already know like some of these started this week. He just want to keep this lingering. But I do feel like if he do go to Cleveland, however they do this, because Barney, right, his contract just became guaranteed. I think June 29th,
Right.
something like that. So now that it's guaranteed, what the Lakers might have to do is either sign and trade him, either buy him out. So if his contract, I think he signed what a $8 million contract or 16, something like that.
Something
Whatever.
like that.
Yeah. So let's just say I think they got to put up maybe 25% of whatever that number is. So let's just say if it was just 10 million. If it was 10 million, they would have to pay him close to maybe like 12 to 15, maybe 20,000 or some shit like that. That's just over buying him out because the rest of the money goes towards the cap. So if they doing that and they sign, even if they sign and trade him or buy his contract out, because it ain't nothing. He's a second rounder strategically. He could have been a first rounder if he went crazy in college. But Braun probably like, nigga, you ain't about to have the NCAA. Know what I mean, get all this money off your name, and then on top of that, that NIL, whatever they make it, it's certain basketball players get $1 million with that NIL during college.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he probably
Yeah,
like,
but
mhm.
just why you here since we talking about it. I mean, again, like I said, I don't think that LeBron leaves the NBA. I think is a part of one of those expansion teams effective immediately. Right after he resigned as a player, he's going to be he's going to be part of the front office of one of those expansion teams. But I wanted to ask you, when that happens, who do you think the face of the league is?
Oh, that's a good question. I think at that time it's probably gonna be a European somewhere. One of these European players. It ain't gonna be nobody from America. I
You
tell you
think
that.
so?
I think so. The last couple of champions, the last couple of MVPs has been all European players. And I think that's done strategically for business. I mean, they dragged this whole Wemby thing out. I mean, I think they would have been swept the Spurs or honesty. But I think they were just trying to see how they would play, how they would react. But I think it would probably be a European player, most likely, not time out of 10. And he probably not even in the NBA yet. Because I don't think Wemby going to be the face right now. But I don't think he going to be the face in the next 5 years if somebody else come in and change the game.
That is possible. I think the face might be somebody that we see but we didn't know yet.
That's
We
true.
just that that it could be somebody that we know but just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I agree. Because
You just need Steph and them to leave.
that's a fact.
You need Steph and them to leave.
Yeah, once
Well, they
Stephen,
finna be all together, Steph and LeBron and
And KD.
every other
Yeah.
old person
You
that
think
needs to get over
they
there.
going to pull some expendable shit? You for real? You think they going to do that? You think they really going to do that?
They s-
expand the team.
Golden State said that
But
they
hold on, how could LeBron consider himself the best ever to do it if he team up with Steph in the regular season? Like it goes against his legacy. It goes against his legacy.
I think
You
he
ain't competing
I mean
with
they're
him
not
for.
gonna win anyway, they too old.
Listen, Jordan tried to team up with Larry Bird. It just ain't work. Just because LeBron could
When?
do it. Just because LeBron could do it,
I ain't
don't be
never.
mad at
When
him.
when
It
Jordan
never
tried to
happened.
team up with Larry Bird?
It
Huh?
never happened.
He
When did
tried.
Jordan try to team up? When? When did he try?
Who said that? Rich Paul.
Nah. I heard this story. They just couldn't make it happen. They tried to
Who
get
said that
Larry Bird.
story?
Huh?
Who told you that story?
Who's that? Who's the
Hmm.
source?
It's in
Anonymous?
one of
Yeah,
them
who was the
documentaries.
source?
It's in one of
Hey
them documentaries.
man, them
I find it for y'all. Don't
documentaries.
worry. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Cause I heard Barkley say Jordan ain't want to play with none of them dudes. So
N-
I heard that come out the man
nigga,
mouth.
From what I heard, Jordan said he'd take a pay cut to get Larry Bird on the team. It was when Larry Bird was like close to retiring or whatever.
So he wanted Larry Bird to come to Chicago. He wasn't trying to go to the Celtics.
Yeah, I think that was the story. But hold on, give
So
me a
you
second.
talking about he wanted a Larry Bird?
You saying come to my team? That's a little different.
You telling me that you gonna compare that? You saying he wanted a Larry Bird with dysfunctional discs in his back to come to the team? You compare that to what LeBron be doing? Come on,
Yo, man.
It ain't the same.
Just because LeBron can actually make it happen, he got pulled like that. Don't be mad at him.
He was trying to give Larry Bird one last hoorah. If that Larry Bird can barely walk good.
Facts. And again, that's not the equivalent. Playing
Okay,
with
it says
Wade,
in 1990. In 1990, Michael Jordan actively pushed for the Chicago Bulls to acquire Larry Bird, famously stating that he would take a pay cut to play alongside the Celtics legend. Rumors swirled that Boston might trade their agent star, but the blockbuster deal fell through as former Celtics team president Red Auerbach refused to part with Bird. But he would have wanted Jordan wanted it to happen. He just couldn't make it happen.
But he's still a big homie. This you coming to my team. I ain't coming to your team. LeBron
I thought you was talking about Bird when he was Bird. Bird was done at that point.
Right. But still, look,
he wanted him on the team.
But listen, LeBron,
that don't got nothing to do with that. If he asking for him, like, yo, I want to play with Larry Bird and pay me less so you could get him.
Right.
Okay, he paid with George Gervin too when George Gervin was 38, 40. So that count?
So what about that though, Jay? LeBron didn't win until he left his own team. He had to leave his own team to win a championship. Jordan won on his team. He didn't leave. He didn't go nowhere. He stayed there, and he won there.
Okay. Jordan also went to college.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm saying that Braun didn't go to college, but he took 4 years in Miami as his college. He went there, learned how to win, and came back.
Even if that's the case, the team that he got drafted to, Jordan, he won on that team before without getting traded and doing some Mr. Miyagi, Danielson climbing the mountain to meet the.
But then he missed the playoffs a bunch of times too.
No, he ain't never missed the playoffs in Chicago. Jordan ain't never missed the playoffs in Chicago.
Well, he wasn't keep making it to the finals. How Braun was.
Jordan was playing with cokeheads and come on, bro. We know the story. You gonna tell one story and don't tell the other part.
Yo, listen, I'm not even a Braun fan, but the way people hate on Braun make me have to defend him.
LeBron lobbyist.
Because I have to defend him because people be hating on him.
You don't have to. You choose to.
No, you got to be real. Like y'all Jordan fans just love to put Jordan above everybody, like he's the only thing out there.
Now, you know,
he's the GOAT.
Bro, if you want to talk about rings, it's niggas out here with 11 rings.
Who?
Like
I think
who got 11 rings?
I watch. I'm actually very kind to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because I think LeBron is number 2. That's me being kind. Because to be honest, I don't think LeBron is a better player than Kobe, but I still give him number 2 because of his accomplishments. So
yeah, he played longer.
If we talking about, I watch Jordan, I watch Kobe, I watch Bron, I watch all them dudes, and Jordan is the greatest basketball player I've ever seen in my own 2 eyes.
Yep,
and nobody had to put it in his chest. He came with it in his chest.
And it's funny that you say that too.
I can't argue that.
Because I see something with Joe Budden.
Oh, and hold on real quick before you go, bro. And one of the things I loved about Jordan the most is what he did to them Knickerbockers. So you can't hate on Jordan for look what he did to the Knickerbockers. Had Spike Lee on Suicide Watch.
Not the Knicks, the Knickerbockers.
No, they were the Knickerbockers when he was doing that stuff.
No, that's serious domination because the Knicks didn't get to the finals until he retired. Like out of the league for like, he's gone. We got a chance. Like,
That's serious.
You acting like the Knicks was getting to the finals on LeBron watch.
No, they wasn't.
On
LeBron ain't
LeBron
do
watch,
what to
wasn't
the
nobody getting to the finals if it wasn't his team for like 12 years straight.
if LeBron ain't do the Knickerbockers what Jordan did to him. They thought they had a shot when they had Ewing and them dudes.
Yeah, but when
When they
LeBron
had
was there,
Melo,
they
the
knew
Knicks
they
didn't
didn't
think
have a
they had
shot.
a shot. No, they ain't.
I mean, we be forgetting about Amari Stoudemire because Amari Stoudemire, they kind of really brought the Knicks back for real.
Yeah, they were dead when he came, and they got brung life to the Knicks. But my whole thing with Jordan and LeBron is I feel LeBron achieved a lot of his stuff by traveling, which made it different because you traveled with.
LeBron played with more Hall of Famers than anybody in history of the league.
I can't remember LeBron playing without
take stuff away
anybody.
from him.
Right. That's the only thing that keeps me. Other than that, he's still playing at a alarming rate. I mean, he's still better than some people 20 years old.
We know why that is, but I ain't gonna mess Breeze.
I don't know what it is, but what I'm saying is it's amazing to see somebody take their body serious.
So is.
So
I always compare.
I know exactly why LeBron do it or why LeBron's able to do it, but I ain't gonna go there.
I always compare LeBron James to like the Floyd Mayweather of basketball because you had
what?
Because
Floyd Mayweather never lost.
Not, but this is what I'm saying. I mean, not as far as wins or losses. I can't. not in regards to wins or losses, but business moves as how he did shit, right? Because
he just move around. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because like we always say,
but Floyd move around and win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we always
every stop.
But we always say like with Floyd Mayweather, he never knocked nobody out. He never take the fights that he should.
Right.
But that's because, and I will tell you this because I'm big on boxing. I was raised in the gyms, all that shit. Floyd Mayweather, it was two parts to his career: pre-hand injuries and after hand injuries. Before he started breaking his hands, because he started breaking his hands a lot, he was knocking people out. Pretty Boy Floyd was knocking everybody out. But once his hands started breaking, he changed his style.
Right.
So then he became he was more defensively responsible.
He became a boxer.
He was already a boxer, but he perfected the craft more because he couldn't get into a firefight and break his hand, and then he would have lost. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So he had to be more cautious.
To me, boxing is more like a boxer, a real boxer, know how to slip. It's more to it than just throwing a punch and landing.
He was more of a technician than a brawler.
Right. You got to know how to not get hit too.
In the second part of his career, he would brawl with you.
Became
when
more of a
the Pretty Boy would brawl with you.
Yeah, but I don't consider brawling boxing. The art of boxing is about trying not to get hit.
You know what people won't say? Pretty Boy Floyd was more like Bud Crawford than like Shakur Stevenson.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
He was, but when he started breaking his hands, he had to switch.
He had to change up. Yeah.
But I was thinking the correlation between Mayweather and Braun.
Maybe that is because LeBron did say he broke his hand when they lost to the Warriors that one year. So
yeah, I was making a correlation between Braun and Floyd in regards to like business. Because what I was gonna say was, like when you see Floyd, like once he became Pretty Boy Floyd and a TBE, and he had his own team, and he have no more boxing promoters around him, he made strategic moves. He only fought like Latino boxers because we know that they're watching. They're gonna support the black. Sorry to say, we ain't really supporting unless we watching it from however we watching it. But like really going to the thing, spending that amount of money, I feel like that's how LeBron looked at things. Because just hear me out, right? When LeBron came into the league, he's probably like the last person, one of the last people that come out of high school doing what he did, right? But you came into the league when it was an N1 era. It was more of an N1 with Guy Iverson, Baron Davis, Steve Francis, etc., etc. But
Right.
he knew how to play the game because if you look at Sebastian Telfair, both of them, Braun and Bass, they both had, ESPN coming to their games, but Braun just was more nationwide with it. So I felt like I always looked at it like, yo, damn, what if Braun went to college for at least 1 year and he faced against Melo? Because I felt like Braun and Melo was like the Magic Bird and the Magic and Bird thing that they had going on, the little rivalry, not
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying? So once I seen that, and I'm like, all right, Braun, he did his thing with Cleveland. I mean, he went to the finals, got swept against San Antonio, and then you stay there for another 3 years, which I could have built even more. Then it's a lockout. We always forget about the lockout because I think that's so prevalent in everything. You won your first chip off the lockout. I mean, well, not. No, he went to the finals that year. They didn't even win it because it was the Mavs. But then we had a big, um, we had a big surgence of the Magics, with Jason Terry. Prior to them, that kind of style team, you had you
Right,
know
right.
the Magics when Dwight Howard and Hito Turkoglu, they was wild. They was probably like the second team that after the Suns, they was probably like the second jump shooting team playing fast like that for real. Or the third, I would say the third because Don Nelson probably was like the first one to like really implement that run and gun shit. But then once you had Dan Tony come around, that's why I
Right.
felt Kerr got Dan Tony, he got Greg Popovich, and he got Phil Jackson all in his DNA as a coach run and gun, a little bit of Greg Popovich, a little bit of the triangle. I think that's why the Warriors is who they are. You know what I'm saying? They hard to guard. Everybody play off ball. And you got Draymond passing. So if you got Braun going there, he could do anything Draymond do but better. Except defend. The way he defends.
Oh, okay. All
I'm
The
right.
saying
Warriors won't win with them. They too old. They won't beat San Antonio or the Thunder.
Nah, they won't. They're not in a 7 game series. You got to run with them. It's a lot.
Well,
Um,
if you have them guys ready, if they well rested,
hmm.
and you talking about a playoff run, how many games is in the playoff? 10?
A lot.
15? Oh, well, if they run off one, they run off a sweep or two, they in the finals. They can do it in 12, 13 games.
especially
But the whole problem is them other teams is better. San Antonio is better than
Well,
them.
that
Even
okay.
with even
That's
because
different
at the
then.
end of the day, they still got Dylan Harper, they still got Castle, they still got Wemby.
Right.
So
All right.
but they can't run those screens. If you
But I
got
mean, the Knicks showed you that playing
you know
team
why the
is
Knicks
better.
showed
The
them?
Knicks
You know
showed
why?
you. The Knicks showed you that when a lineup that played together for more than 1 year. Now next year, yes, San Antonio will be a problem with that same team because they know what they expect. But they ran across a Knicks team that already been in the mud.
I think that their team they lost their finals because of them extended series that shouldn't have been extended in the West. Like when we got put out the game for throwing the elbow and they lost that game, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, well, he
Those
need to
type of
learn.
things,
That's
yeah,
it. That's
those
on
type of
him.
things
Yep,
that extended them series the way that it didn't have
I
to.
agree.
You can see that they ran out of gas. Even the
Yeah, yeah,
guards.
no, yeah, yeah. Of course, I'm telling you. But see, sometimes
But yeah, that's a
you know,
learning experience.
it's a
That's a
learning
learning
thing,
experience.
right? That's comes with knowing. That comes with knowing, and the Knicks knew.
it
The
matchup.
Knicks knew that. The Knicks sat back and said, "Yeah, okay,
Yeah, the Knicks
come
got
out
to
here,
sweep
run,
Cleveland.
run, run,
They got to
run."
sweep Philly. But that, hey, I tell you what, that shit won't happen this year. Why didn't we go get Jalen Brown? I mean, for two picks.
I don't think we
I
need
don't.
Jalen.
You know how this league is.
I don't
You know
think we
how this
but
league is.
my thing is, I think that Jalen Brown is a great player. I just feel like with him having a podcast and Stephen A. Smith kind of being in that New York market, it just would have been more of a distraction. Like the media would have tried to been bigger than basketball. With him going to the 76ers, it's more about basketball, more about the rivalry with the 76ers and the Celtics. as opposed to him coming to Brooklyn and it being about him and Stephen A. Smith. So I think that was
I
part
think
of
if
the
he came to
reason.
Brooklyn, we'd be in the playoffs next year for sure.
Hell yeah.
With
Hell yeah.
him and Randall, I think it would be his team. He would be trying to prove all these people wrong. He'd have a chip on his shoulder. I think it'd be a match made in heaven. And for what they gave up, I would give up Michael Porter Jr. in 3 firsts for him. Because that's better than what they got.
That's a fact. I think he's gonna be a James Harden year.
Yeah, I
James
guess
Harden,
so. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind Jalen, but
because
That's
Jalen can
because
play.
I like the way he play. He play on both ends of the floor. Everybody talk about defense. It was about defense, but it was about Darius Acuff. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. So summer league started.
yes,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
mi-
yeah. I'm
you didn't
glad you
miss the
said
game.
that because they didn't
No,
even
I
play
was
the
watching the
matchup.
fight. I didn't know it started.
Yeah,
Oh,
they didn't
okay.
even play the matchup between Mikael Brown Jr. and Darius Acuff Jr.
No, they didn't even play it.
Mikael Brown Jr. didn't play. They played. They say he ain't playing until Monday, so you know we're not gonna see them play versus each other until the regular season, and that's hopefully. You know what I'm saying? But Darius Acuff Jr. He was 9 for 29. Drake Powell played really good defense on him,
Yo, that's crazy.
and Drake Powell he just he can't
Y'all
stay on
seen
the
Darren
floor.
Peterson?
Yeah, he had 28.
I was wondering
28,
what you were gonna
11 for
say about Drake
21,
Powell.
hitting big clutch 3-pointers in OT and in the fourth quarter. Darren Peterson had a good game.
Hell
They
yeah.
said he had 4 or 5 turnovers though.
Yeah, I see that, but overall he had a good game. Went to overtime,
Oh, okay.
got the win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Darren Peterson, man.
Utah
So
gonna be nice.
Oh, all right. So hold on. Next daily, he replied to something I said about the Brooklyn Nets and how they didn't play Mikael Brown Jr. But he did say that he's gonna play versus the Knicks next Friday in Vegas.
That's right. That's right.
I want
What
to
did
see
I
this
think?
kid on the court. Now they took him instead of the guy I wanted. I want to see this kid on the court. Let's get him on the court.
so
You
he
know what I'm
not
saying?
playing till Friday?
No. He playing on Monday too. But I
Okay.
mentioned that because that's the game I want to see. MBJ will make his debut Monday night versus the Warriors. So it's gonna be him versus the Warriors. They ain't really got nobody. He probably gonna cook.
I kind of.
He go, yeah.
Oh, come
They
on.
want to put him in a
Come on,
cook
Bruce Brown.
situation.
I kind
Uh,
of.
They
You
want
gotta
to put
respect
him
the
in a
team that we playing, man. Don't say they ain't got nobody he gonna cook, cause then now he gonna go out there and get his ass bust. Cause we think
Oh,
he ain't got nobody.
yeah. I
Respect
mean,
the team.
even no. I mean, just like but to finish what I was saying, they ain't got nobody that they drafted that I heard was nice. So even if they ain't versus Curry, but even whoever it is there, you never know. They might have stellar defense. I don't know. But I thought he was going to cook a cup. I respect it, but I just think Mikael Brown Jr. The way he talk like he got something to prove. He talk like he don't care who it is. He's just going to compete versus them. So I
What
like.
time is the game tomorrow or
Let me
today?
check. Let me check. Let me check.
Probably like 8, maybe.
It was an early. Well,
I
5
think
o'clock.
it's an early game.
Pardon me, yeah, it's summer league, so they gonna be early. Pardon me, yeah. I wish Brooklyn had A Cup though. I ain't gonna lie. I was watching the draft. I'm like, can we draft A Cup? I wish we got A Cup.
Yeah, a bunch of us feel that way. But
Yeah.
I don't feel
hopefully,
bad about Mikael
Mikael
Brown
Brown
Jr.
Jr. shows us why he was the right pick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I don't feel bad about MBJ. I really don't.
Yeah,
I don't think
feel
you.
bad about that either.
I don't think you can lose on either one. So to me, it was like all right, whatever you felt was good.
New York was looking at Mikael Brown Jr. and I think the Spurs was looking at him as well too. As far as like scouting, what I was hearing before they
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people was looking for him, like trying to get him. You know?
I think ultimately too, they wasn't just looking at Mikael Brown Jr. offensively. They was looking at him
3
defensively.
3 p.m. Is that a 3 p.m. match?
Yeah, right there versus Milwaukee.
Mm.
All right, they were saying 11:30. I thought that was too early.
Let me make sure it's Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I guess. And hold on, and then Monday that game versus the Warriors is 8 o'clock. That's a late game.
Okay.
So yeah, man, it's lit. It's gonna be. I'm recapping some this, tonight's game and Sunday's game. I mean Sunday's game and Monday game. Fine.
How y'all feel about the Grizzlies though? Like right now, Grizzlies.
Uh,
Uh,
I don't feel much about them. Like they ain't really. Right. You know what I mean?
they seem like they in disarray, man.
Yeah. Who
Well,
they point guard now that Morant left? Who they point guard?
ooh, I gotta check real quick.
Ty
I,
Jerome.
I feel like they that new coach that they got is on some Euro League shit. He like, yo, the coach need to be the biggest name in the locker room. And I'm more important than the rest of y'all. And we don't need none of that star power shit. We gonna win off teamwork and good coaching.
That's
I don't
UP.
think it's
That's
gonna work.
European. That's
Yeah, I don't think
European
it's
shit.
gonna work, but that's
Me
what he's
neither.
on.
Nope. That shit don't work. that
Like
shit.
the NBA is about star power.
It's the
But
word up, straight up and down. I think that's what's gonna make a lot of teams stop that European shit because they're gonna be like, wait a minute, yeah, you good? The team might be good, but we ain't selling no jerseys, no tickets.
Right.
Hell no. The American way has always been make that money.
Yeah, I'm a reply to this because Nets Daily reposted and said no rookie gonna play basically all 3 games in a row. But give me
No,
this game, and then skip the other 2 games. But give the fans that sixth pick versus seventh pick matchup. Don't let's
I
obviously what we want to see more than
I
the versus the Warriors and the Bucks.
I enjoyed Yegor versus Akov.
That was tough. Yeah, that was tough.
No, I mean I enjoyed. I think Yegor is a worthy. You
yo,
know,
Diego is younger than Mikael Brown Jr.
yes,
He is.
That, that's
yes,
what I thought somebody saying that earlier.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
didn't.
yeah. I think he's younger than Saraf and Powell, I believe.
I saw that he was
Well,
younger than all of the rookies we drafted this year. He's still younger.
Saraf and Powell are both younger than MBJ. I think. Let me make sure, but I'm quite sure that it's one of them.
Oh, and
It could be
that's
both.
the next tomorrow game is a 3 o'clock game, right? Yeah, I'm out to call it a night so I can get ready for this game. I'm gonna move around, get all of the stuff I need to get done, so that way I can watch this game and start. I'm gonna recap it right after the game go off. Well, I'm gonna at least try.
I'm
Um,
surprised Big Ox ain't come over here talking shit tonight.
yeah, I sent him the link, but maybe he was just watching. I don't know.
So Breezy, I'm gonna cover the game and then I'm gonna come on your show
I don't know
at
if
the
I'm
end of
gonna
the
go.
game.
Yeah,
The end of
yeah.
the game, because you're gonna cover afterwards, right?
Maybe, but can you go live on my channel at the same time? Can like
I
both our
think I
channels be
can.
live at
I
the
think I
same time?
can.
That'll work too. But yeah, I want to say thank you to shout out to Kate Camille Francis for joining the panel. He was dope on the panel.
Shout out.
Shout to y'all already know the regulars, man. Shout to Big Priest. This is JTV Scott Notorious. Shout to Leaf. He was here. Y'all already know. Shout to everybody that was on the panel. Shout to everybody that sent the super chat. Shout to all the new members. Shout to New York Nets for gifting 5 members. Shout to the Nets fans. We the best fans, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. And we're gonna be back with more content shit after the games versus the Bucks. And Cooney Jean Philippe said Scott go live early. Um, so yeah, man. Check us out, man. The Nets fans is out here pushing content. And we appreciate all of the support, man. I know I do, man. I really do. We're gonna be back really soon, man. You guys have a good night. Enjoy the fourth and enjoy the weekend, man. We're gonna be back really soon, y'all. How you doing?
All right, everybody, peace.
Safety, y'all.